And in the first time in like 2 weeks, we're playing Xenogears.
What year is it?
Oh, it is definitely a year.
Yup.
One
Certainly
of
been
them.
that so far.
Yeah.
Okay, if we are where I think I remember us being, this would be like you advance by talking to Sigurd, but you can go, I think, check gear equipment and whatnot before we go.
I feel like we've done a fair amount of that, but let me double check.
Think so?
So, how's it going, Bunny and Lurk and Tiny Inge?
Hi, everybody. If the gears are like full health, I think we're probably good.
Can I?
Well, Heimdall wasn't with us in the thing. Renmazo's max.
Yeah, they're all maxed
Okay.
out.
Yeah, then I think we just talked to Sigurd.
Shall we launch? Nah, we've waited 2 weeks. I think we can go. Fifi gave 2 subs yesterday. He did.
I did.
Cold-blooded murder.
I'm not a lizard. It was completely hot-blooded.
How's it go, median? Alright, so where am I going? I'm guessing I have to go back into the ocean.
Yeah, I believe we're heading back to the Thames. It should be, I think, straight south of you.
Just cruise along the ocean. Hi, bye, Mr. Rayman.
Trying to actively remember all this crap.
I can't actively or passively remember anything.
Oh, Mr. Bye-Man. Bye me bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, bear, bye, bear.
Okay.
And because I know it's been a bit. Hi, Tiny.
Alright, 2 gone. And then the miss. And then the miss every time.
Of course.
You saw Guardians 3 yesterday, buddy? Nice. I still need to see it.
Same. But I'm woefully behind, as we discussed literally yesterday, so it'll be a while.
Look, you should always jump into movie series like at the last one. That way you skip all the fluff.
I refuse.
Just be like, who's that guy? Not important. Where'd he come from? Don't worry about it. Need to watch Ant-Man 3. My dirty little Marvel secret is that I haven't watched any of the Ant-Man movies.
I've seen Ant-Man 1, I'd say about 90%, 85-90%.
Why have I not seen the Ant-Man movies? I just never got around to them, and like I wasn't as excited to see Ant-Man as any of or some of the other movies, just because Ant-Man.
I will say you should watch them for one of the side characters. He is the best at describing things. You'll understand when you see it.
All right.
I think his character's name is Lewis or something like that.
Huey Lewis in the news?
No, but he certainly has news for you.
Ah.
Hey, Phoenix.
How's it going, Phoenix? We get it. You fire rapidly. Now stop it.
Moana.
There we go.
Suck it, nerds.
And then that fight was like pretty much going into the theme, so we should
Yep.
just be. No, I had to travel
So
another
close.
inch. But he's dying inside, not having patience. Because somebody's got a computer on the way.
So I hear. I also just learned today that Bun's old computer was still running Windows 7, so I naturally had to respond with the "that belongs in a museum" gif. That's been a minute.
Look, 7 wasn't bad.
No, I like 7.
I gonna guess that I'm gonna have to go to
I would assume bridge.
the bridge. Yeah.
TOTK. Tiny, are you okay?
2 more sleeps to Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get it. Haha.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that means I'm probably losing my girlfriend for a couple days too, huh?
Is it coming out that soon? Really?
Apparently. I know Christy's got her OLED Switch stuff. I think I got it Sunday.
Oh man.
And her OLED Switch itself should be there, I think, yesterday or today.
That was good for me.
Which apparently I'm going to be inheriting a Switch after all this time. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
You seem better off than I expected, you know, because of all of the... Oh.
We are men of the sea. Ha ha ha.
This is what I'd like to say.
Oh, everything sucks.
Yeah, but we're dying. Am I going to stream the Ghost Detective game? I could. I mean, I've done a full playthrough of it, and it's the exact same game, just slightly prettier. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing it again. I just don't know if anyone would want to watch it.
But how much prettier will the swapping the helmet in for the bullet be?
Pretty enough.
we did talk about capturing that as a gift for the sub sniping.
Put on your helmet.
Bonk. Oh god, the more I think about that, the more I think we need to do it.
I'm okay with this. Some injured badly and some that are fatal. Considering what happened to the other ships, we're in no position to complain. And by the way, Titan, what the hell's with that fishbowl thing? Came out of nowhere and kicked our butts and left behind wells. And then it headed for some obscure evacuation site where there's supposed to be nothing. Since they were set to go more deeper and, to a more deeper and bigger excavation site. Just as I thought. And some say they saw a huge gear-like monster. It seemed to be it was guiding that fishbowl thing to the excavation site, or so I'm told. Stone. Appears to be something there for sure. I call it the salvager's intuition, but I don't want to get any closer.
You probably shouldn't.
Titan, is that fishbowl an enemy of yours? Sorta. Probably. Well, I won't ask for revenge, but I can't just sit back and do nothing. If you're against it, we'll help in any way we can. You can ask Hans anything about the site. Alright, Hans. Fishbowl is heading due north. The north edge of that island. But why? There's nothing there but a small mine. I'm guessing that's where I have to go.
What? What? No. Yeah.
Call it salvager's intuition.
Get out. I don't know if there's anything new to buy here.
I mean, we were just here like... I mean, obviously it's been 2 weeks,
Yeah.
but in-game it's like 3 seconds.
Oh, actually, it does actually say check B1 level first.
Okay, fine.
For potential gear upgrades.
You're a potential gear upgrade.
Don't you know it, baby?
Oh my.
Baby?
B1, supply entrance. Pudding check? As soon as we're back in the ship, I will check for pudding. Alright. Well, I'm in the supply dock. Where am I supposed to be looking for things?
I think it's this guy.
A customer?
Hey!
How's it going, Surfer? Let's see. He's got various circuits, a beam jammer, a ground, and various frame HPs.
Yep. Okay, so we should be good on equipment.
He's got ammo.
I should be okay on ammo.
Let's see.
Okay, so we have the current max engine. That's good.
I have.
Okay, yeah, then we should be good.
Alright.
Ow!
In we go.
Closed on my foot.
Yes, it's been a little while since we've played. And I put exactly half of the blame on Furious, and the other half.
Honestly, more than half. I think I was gone for more Wednesdays and Fridays than you were.
Was it?
I was out for basically 2 weeks.
Yeah, but you just missed the last week, and then the week before that, I was gone. So I think it was just a 1-1. But I was only gonna blame half of it on you, and then the other half on like Xynthus or something.
Yeah, that checked out. Damn it, Xynthus.
Was it 3 weeks? Has it been that
I
long?
I was gone for 2 Wednesdays and 2 Fridays. You were gone for one of each, I believe.
I was gone for a Wednesday and a Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been over 3 weeks since we streamed this now.
Pudding will never be able to forgive him.
Bite him, Pudding. Get him.
Hashtag never blame mommy. Always blame mommy.
All right, if this is the place I think it is, you're about to learn some shit. Lots of shit.
But will I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll see about that.
If this is the spot, if this is the spot, I think it is. 'Cause it might be.
Yay, plot.
Oh, so much plot.
Joe was sus. I mean, Joe's also sus. They're all sus.
Joe's just a d-bag.
It's funny because we're talking about we're talking about.
I'm talking about the Joe in game.
Uh-huh. Good cover. Good cover.
In my defense, I was looking at the other monitor and didn't see Denison come in, so I thought you were still talking about the big Joe in game.
I mean, as they are one and the same.
That makes a weird amount of sense. just going by fashion choices, really.
It's true.
But yeah, so it's either this location or the next story location is the oh god, the big one.
Oh, come on, Elizabeth. This is the big one. I don't think I've ever once hit that spin fist. For the record.
Come on, Rico.
Alright, one more attempt. Oh my god, I hit the spin fist.
Oh my god.
For the robots, starting a combo was square, right?
Attack level 1 is triangle, attack level 2 is square.
Man, this thing's still kicking.
Quite literally.
There it goes.
That's the end. That's the end of that. That's enough out of you. Oh.
I got a fang. I can go back to that place and sell it.
Wasn't that Haggard's puppy?
Yes.
Oh, hey, look, a new dot.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk?
Can I get in there through this little straight
I
here?
think it's on the right.
Can I go around? I'm too.
You should be able
it
to.
now.
There might be a beach right here, but there's not.
Depends on your definition of right here.
And now.
Okay.
What's up?
And just immediate fight.
Womp womp.
Hello?
Okay, so I believe we covered this because you got a seal AR out of the Ethos headquarters. I believe I had you put that on somebody.
Probably, maybe, possibly.
Or in the face hole.
Wasn't very nice. Hey, look, the spin fist missed.
Rico! You're like this.
Oh! Why did that do that much damage?
Ow!
That was too much damage.
My guess is that if the seal armor is on somebody, it's not on Billy.
Bunny's like, hi, lurkers and VOD people and everybody.
Oh, good. We want, yeah.
Hey, I got
we
a
want
seal
one of those
AR.
on everybody.
What were you saying about that?
Yeah, we're gonna want one of those on everybody.
Is that why Billy took 36 billion damage?
Should be, because I think the one we had was on Satan.
Let's see.
Nope. Huh. All right, so yeah, let's start distributing some seal ARs. Billy's probably going to be where you want the first one to go because I think his gear is still the quote unquote flimsiest of the three.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is.
Yep, do one there and then do one on probably Satan.
He's still got a beam coat on. Is that even necessary these days?
I don't think so.
Also, he still has an arm +3, and we got all kinds of arm +4s. So what's going on here?
You haven't used his gear in a while.
Let's see, the old circuit. What was that doing? The response circuit appears to just do more.
The old circuit increases when you use the guard command. It increases the damage mitigation. That being said, though, magnetic coat's probably good for him right now, and then replace that with the seal once we get one.
Okay. This will do.
Bun steer is Rico's gear.
Titan, what is Solaris trying to do? No. The main Solaris army. Why? All this. Well, let us get down. Get up, and get down. Is the stream buffering for anyone else? Are I don't think so. Hope not.
Looks fine on my end.
Oh.
All right, this place is mostly straightforward.
Well, straightforward into a battle.
Oh yeah. Oh shit! Time to figure out where people are on death blows, huh?
Let's see here. I'm trying to remember.
You can go over one and go to combo and see what their has. Okay, so he has Rinken. Which means that he is currently working on.
Wasn't he working on Double X?
I believe so, because I think you have his square triangle X ready to go. He just wasn't high enough level yet. We can double check after the fight. Yeah, gimme gibblers everywhere.
Getting hit with laser beams.
A dynamite was in laser beams. Guaranteed to blow your mind.
No,
Yeah, you got Nutcrack.
So I
He's
want to
working
say.
on- Yeah, what do you think?
It's either triangle square X or square triangle X.
Triangle square.
Triangle square? Okay.
Get wrecked, scrub.
Guns.
These guys are squishy. Also, a little bit gunny. I don't like it. And then Rico, what the hell were you on?
I
he's
think
got
he's
power, for
also
sure.
double X.
Yep.
I remember liking double X because it's just clothesline, clothesline.
Lariat, call it a day.
Level up. Oh, Ryo Kusho. Sounds more like a spell than a combo.
That's a spell. But he should be high enough to actually learn his square triangle X now.
Oh, okay. So square triangle X is
Why is
his
there
next go to?
There's an icon in the room you were just in on the map, but I didn't see it in the game. Maybe when you get a chance, pop back through. Just double check the room.
Okay. But I'm cutscening in the meantime.
Yeah.
He himself will awaken soon also. His friends are heading for Zaboim. He's been sealed up for 4,000 years. You know it's there better than I do.
I know it's there.
You probably won't give anyone anything, but it's something that we both need. You know what I mean? No? Sure don't.
Shut up, man.
So please.
Interrupting Graf's bath time. The nerve.
And away he goes. Is this a place where I'm going to be able to... Yeah, I don't think there's any going back. That was an elevator.
Okay. It wasn't a treasure icon or anything. It just has a G on it for some. Oh, maybe guards. Which we killed. So that is fine.
So now we got 3 doors.
I think you can only open one of them.
Well, it's not that one. It's not that one. I guess it's this one.
No, this looks fine.
What the hell? It's supposed to be underground. How do we end up in the air? That's like very underground.
Welcome to Zaboim.
So, if we had a parachute and we jumped off that bridge, would that be skydiving?
I think we still go with base jumping. Unsure. There should be a save in this hallway somewhere.
So are we going square triangle X with him now instead of the double X?
Yeah, see if he's ready to learn it.
Did he just... Oh, he took my EP! Oh, and he was already low on that. Oh, why do I have a feeling that you're actually the one that should be dying first? Oh, jeez. Okay.
I'm awake, goddamn.
I'm gonna risk attacking with him. I would appreciate it if you would stop doing that. What are you doing? Oh. I don't like these guys very much.
Yeah, these fights suck.
I'm wondering if I start setting up for a group heal here. Because it's a 2-turn situation.
Billy has a group heal from default.
Yeah, but he also has no EP because he was already low and it got drained.
Oh, gross.
So, yeah.
It's not a bad call.
I'll just set up.
Yeah, get up, lazy. No!
No, he just refuses to go anywhere. Everybody make the hit points go up, please. These guys are the worst. Oh, hey. He woke
goes up.
That was surprisingly nice of them.
As far as damage up with, the hammerheads are definitely the bigger threat here. She's annoying, but she's just annoying.
But I feel like I'm obligated to keep going now. I've done so much.
I tried to at least one of the hammerheads down.
There, one of the hammerheads
And
is down.
stay down.
Ow. That was 8-hole damage.
Like, Rico don't much care.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll have to check Satan's progress between fights. I think he's got all the prereqs for the square triangle. I'm just not sure what level he can actually
Feel that guy? I saw green.
Maybe. His elemental gun might. Depends on the element.
Okay.
Alright, lady.
I'm already poisoned. Thank you.
At least you poisoned the same one.
Pew, pew, pew. There we go. I forget, does poison last between rounds?
I don't think so.
And yeah, you can see Billy's,
Oh yeah, he should probably get an Omega Soul. We want him to have EP.
Yeah, look, he's probably fine. He's got guns.
The Omega Souls can only be used outside of combat. And they're dirt cheap.
Something like that. Okay. Status to check people's...
Yeah, abilities. Nope.
Skills.
Skills. Right. Oh, okay. He isn't actually. No, oh, he's maxed on. His XX is maxed.
Okay, so we're just working on the other one then.
Square triangle. Yeah. Billy just got Skywalker, so he's on to square triangle. He's got XX ready to go. And yeah, so you can just death blow for now with Rico. He's got nothing to work on. If you give me a second, I'll see if I can track down what level they actually get that at. XX level 46.
So we got a little bit of time.
Yep.
Why did Billy have a space missing? Probably because he's not high enough to have it yet, or something. I don't know.
He is. He hasn't started on that one at all.
No, so just because he hasn't started it.
Yeah. He'll have progress on it because it shares some of the same keys, but the progress I don't think shows up on that list until they get to at least 50%.
Okay. And saved.
All right.
And into this door. What's biz fruit? Yeah, I saw biz fruit. It's some kind of.
It's a EP restore. I don't remember the specifics on that one.
Restores EP non-battle.
Right. Okay.
And there's our HP drive that we're saving for reasons.
Mm-hmm. He'll have more drives by the time we get out of here.
Okay, so we got a door to the side, and we got a hallway going forward.
I don't think you can use any of these doors.
I cannot use any of these doors.
Yeah, there's a side shoot hallway off there, but doesn't look like there's anything at the end of it.
Is that just a dude? It's just
yeah,
a dude.
It's just a guard. What's up?
He just turns around and goes, huh. All right.
So it was what? Satan and Billy are both on triangle square, and then Rico go wild.
Is it triangle square or square triangle? I thought it was square triangle that they were working on.
Yeah, square triangle, sorry. What a dick!
12 damage grenade. And then the cannon.
You should check out Skywalker at some point, though. I remember that one being kind of fun. Oh, this poor man. Think about your spine.
He landed on his feet. You gotta give him credit for that. He died immediately, but he landed on his feet.
You say land, I say bounced.
Alright. Since this guy survived, if Billy goes next... never mind.
No.
I was gonna say...
Satan's fast. That's part of the reason why he always ends up in my endgame teams. That, and once he gets Satan Mark II, you'll understand why he's among my favorites.
Satan Mark II.
Mm-hmm.
What? I wasn't even moving at that point. I turned the camera.
The only thing I will say is that Satan didn't used to fight barehanded.
Oh, he just used to fight bears.
Probably.
I wanted Billy to try out his new thing, but I think I want Billy to heal instead.
Probably not a bad plan.
You know what? Saitan's going next. He's Billy's the other one that's really hurt. So
yeah.
You know what? Which one was his Skywalker one?
That is Triangle Square.
Okay. So we'll take a look here then.
Ready to go? Whee!
I feel like some of those bullets were anti-gravity bullets.
You, for crazy talk. Bun, if you're referring to Pudding as best character, Pudding doesn't need a weapon.
Pudding is the weapon.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know who Buddy's referring to then. And my previous statement stands. She is the weapon.
I will nod and agree.
Margie never really does combat. She does like guest star support a couple of times, but that's about it.
All right, all of these doors appear to not be doors. Are all these doors not doors?
Correct. You have to you go back to where the guard was.
You, you let me do this.
I mean, death blow practice. Surprise.
Stop trying to trick me into grinding. I don't want to grind.
It's alright, once you have the level 6s, you can't do anything for a while, so. And the level 7s will take a while. So that's not so much of a grinding thing, they just kind of happen. They are, however, real nice.
That's 12 damage grenades. Oh, way to miss. No, it's not time to grind. He's named that way because presumably he likes to grind.
And he's always got time for it.
I don't have time and I don't like grinding. I'm the antithesis. There's this door here. There's right here. This door was here the whole time.
It was, in fact.
It's not my fault that there's a bunch of doors that go nowhere.
You will want to go left first after you go through this door.
Well, I see the treasure chest in my peripherals.
That is why.
PB and J ammo.
Nice. That sounds tasty.
It's been a long time since I've had a PB and J sandwich. Next time I go to the grocery store, maybe I'll get some.
I mean, I had a PB and honey earlier today.
Fancy.
I prefer honey over jam anyway.
Billy. How about not dying?
He still has 22 spare.
I'm going to heal Billy. And then Billy is going to heal everyone.
Did you just call him a hillbilly?
Yes. I got a hillbilly.
Yeah!
You want a pickle sandwich? I love pickles on sandwiches, but I don't think I've ever just had a pickle sandwich. But, I mean, how bad can it be?
My mom did peanut butter and pickle sandwiches, and it took her until I was about 18 to actually try one. And I regret that it took me so long because they're weirdly delicious.
I had a lot of weirdo sandwiches as a kid that I grew out of because I developed taste buds, presumably. When I was a kid, the only sandwiches that I would make for myself, and my mom could not understand why, was tartar sauce sandwiches. Just tartar sauce.
Sorry, just tartar sauce?
Just tartar sauce. Tartar sauce and
you're
bread.
Weird.
I was a weird kid, and I grew out of that, and now I'm just like, I don't like tartar sauce, and I don't understand it.
I like my tartar sauce because I so many places make it with sweet relish, and I do not like sweet relish at all. My own, however, just has dill relish, and yeah, that's the way to go.
Bread and butter pickles on whole grain bread. I think I would like some kind of meat and cheese to go with that, but I mean, I respect it.
I mean, I have turkey and cheddar in the fridge. Come on.
For a very long time, I was anti bread and butter pickle.
Oh, I'm still there. Don't feel bad.
But I've discovered on sandwiches, bread and butter pickles are actually a solid pickle.
You eat them, I'll continue to carry the torch. I just don't like my pickles sweet. It's like just not for me.
Well, that's why I can't have them just by themselves. They gotta be paired with something else. Hub's family makes their own version of bread and butter pickles. So good. I mean, I, as a pickle connoisseur, and now that I can say that I enjoy pickles of all varieties, I'd be super happy to try.
Look, if I'm making pickles, I'm putting garlic and I'm putting Thai bird chilies in, and I'm calling it a day.
Well, that's what I do when I make my pickles. Not necessarily those specific chilies, but garlic. I've done garlic and habaneros, and
yeah, those are good. That's a good pick. I love the flavor of Thai bird chilies so much that whenever I can use them for things, I do.
The inside is preserved well. The outside's probably too. Everything's fine. Yeah. James had some of my habanero garlic pickles, and he doesn't like spicy things, but he was just like, these pickles are good. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, they are.
One of the few things I figured out how to make, because I am not good at food making kitchen stuff, but
I mean, I could help with that. I've got super easy recipes to make anyone look like a chef.
I don't want to hurt your self-esteem by failing.
Okay, now I have two questions for you. One, can you approximately boil pasta?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Two, do you know how to set an oven timer?
Of course.
Cool. Then you can make my tetrazzini and impress anybody. It's three basic ingredients are a pound of, I tend to use thin spaghetti, but it's like any spaghetti style noodle that's cooked al dente. You don't want it quite. You still want some chew in it.
Yeah.
Because that's going in the oven for like a half hour. 1 cup of chicken broth and 1 16-ounce bottle of your choice of creamy salad dressing. After that, you can put anything in it you want. Mix everything together, throw it in the oven for 25-30 minutes. Done. Freaking delicious.
My problem with cooking isn't that I'm necessarily bad at it. It's just I can't even say I lack the patience, because I'm patient for a lot of things, but when it comes to making stuff in the kitchen, I'm just like, I know that I can make something easier that's quicker, and I can just be out of here faster.
Right. Like what I love about my tetrazzini recipe, though, is that because it's so labor non-intensive, and it makes a lot. Like, you usually, depending on what you throw into it, you end up with like 3-4 pounds of food. That's multiple meals.
One of the few things that I cook is this German potato salad thing that I learned how to make as a kid, and you make like a whole lot of it at once, and the only reason why I go through all of the effort to make it is because like it's like, this is food for like a week.
Yeah. Yeah, same. That being said, though, I do need to start figuring out what I'm going to make, because I kind of promised Christy that next time I'm out there, I'm going to take stock of what, like, utensils and cooking vessels and stuff she has available in her kitchen, and I'm actually going to cook dinner. Problem is, I never got around to actually looking at what she had available when I was out there last Sunday, so...
There was a guard there, but I noticed that this door had an actual entrance. I don't know if it was correct to go in this way.
No, go to the guard. You want what's behind the guard.
Oh, was it this fight next to the door before I can leave again? Oh, what are you?
Oh, what's the name?
Oh,
Yep, okay.
Oh,
this enemy you have to heal to kill.
Heal.
I'll just throw an aquasol on her. I wouldn't even. Yeah, I wouldn't even waste the EP. I knew they were in here. I just didn't know if you'd run into them this early.
Well, all right. I like how she yelled at me to heal her. I healed her, and then she promptly died.
Mm-hmm. You got better.
I don't think she did.
I mean, she can't get any worse now.
Yeah. We'll see about that. Bread pizza. Cut bread in half, put cheese, tomato, oregano on each side, put in a frying pan or oven until sometime not too much. Yeah, that sounds like a nice little pizza thing.
Yeah. I do similar stuff with French bread on occasion. Once in a great while, I'll pick up like a ginormous sourdough bouillon and just go to town. Cut it like trencher style and just make each one into a pizza.
Yeah, I think I've gone over everything that I can make that's not just, you know, like throw something in oven for X amount of time. That's like, I wouldn't even consider like a recipe. It's just heat until food.
Fair.
But yeah, it's just the pickles, the potato salad. That's pretty much it.
I do most of what I cook is definitely Italian influence, just from flavoring. I mean, I'm Italian by consumption. But like I do lots of stuff with like pasta salads and baked pastas.
I know how to do a pasta salad.
Chili style stuff. I make excellent eggs. Take your pick. I can make it. Like I've also gone like so far as like I do. I've made chicken piccata numerous times, and I have a great recipe for that. I attempted to make a beef Wellington once. It was pretty good, but goddamn, is that a lot of pain in the ass bullshit work.
Yeah.
I didn't think the end result was worth it over the component parts. Just give me a good beef loin and to roast, and I'll saute my own mushrooms alongside of it.
And Bunny, I did eat today. I ate right before stream. And,
Yeah, me too.
Wild Frost tomorrow sounds like a great idea, because I didn't have any particular plans, but Wild Frost seems as good of a plan as any to me.
Bunny just wants to snowball everybody.
Bonk. You must know what happens when you win. I mean, I've won twice. It wasn't on stream. In fact, it was the same day as the stream, just later. Presently, the central reactor is isolated. Okay, so for some reason, I get emergency level 5 when I try to interact with this chest. It yells at me.
Try moving a little bit around the chest. Yeah, because you should be able to open the chest.
Okay. I was very confused. I was like,
yeah,
click sleep level 5.
The terminal's on the wall.
All right. So, was that why I came in here to fight that guard?
Let me double check. It's okay, yeah. Yeah, now you can go down.
My reaction to beating Wild Frost, I was like, neat. And then I beat it again, and then I haven't been able to beat it again because I'm playing on the higher difficulty now, and the team that I beat it with was real good.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I helped Viper make a really mean team to beat, and we still pull it off somehow. Okay, so you're here. You want to go...
I mean, this is a dead end, so I'm guessing I'm going to go the one way.
Yeah. There'll be a Y-split coming up, if I'm reading this correctly. Wait, where the hell are you?
I'm in a hallway.
This map doesn't look right.
Why am I playing on the higher difficulty? Because... you have to unlock higher difficulties, and then there's like the real proper ending. And I want to see the real proper ending.
Where are you? Like, this looks right?
I'm sneaking.
Kind of?
I'm sneaking through the facility.
There's so many more doors and hallways in the game than the map shows. I think you're going the right way. Yeah, there should be a Y split coming up, and you'll want to go left first.
Full of stairs and walls. What a waste. Looks like it'll keep us out. Labyrinths are not usually built to protect against enemies. They're usually made to seal up something inside of them. Sealed. If you live in prison for a long time, it'll bother you at first, but you get used to it. Ultimately come to depend on it. Whoever shut up in here, it's going to be our enemy. Same as anyone from Solaris. Optimistic. Oh, I can go to this door, I see. That's an actual door.
That might be where... Going by what this map tells me, that might be where you want to go. Check the door. This is a small room with a chest and a terminal, then... Yep, god damn it. Okay, map, you're lying to me.
I got the Black Mamba. What is that?
It's a whip for Bart. There's another terminal to check in that room.
We're into level 5. This is the same thing.
Okay. Back in the hallway, there'll be another split coming off to the left. Go straight first. Past the guard.
Oh, that guard had supervision.
And I think there's 2 guards back to back there.
Yeah, but it was like that with Monster Train with me, Bunny. It's just if there's progressive difficulty ranks, I want to climb them. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Well, once you clear Covenant 25, it unlocks the various challenges, and some of them are a lot of fun. It also unlocks the mutators to use in your own custom runs. There's no real extra story, but fun things to be had anyway. Actually, just did a run of Monster Train with Viper earlier today. It's the first time ever modding it, and we broke it.
Oh, why'd you go and break it? Now I gotta fix it.
Because we can.
Everyone just hold.
Hey, Everest.
How's it going, Iris?
Stop shooting Satan. Dead.
Oh,
Or you just focusing Billy right now.
yeah, he's the only one that has anything left to learn.
That's her.
And this is how I get away with less grinding. Just be very efficient.
No, just wait until you get Faye back. He's got some to go yet too. And his you really want.
Ever's worn out. Can relate.
Yo, same though.
I was telling Furious as soon as I got on here, it was I woke up, I went to my computer, I started working, doing some recording and editing and all of that, and then I stopped for 10 minutes to just shove some food in my face, and then I got back to my computer to set up the stream, and then here I am. I've been working on my computer all day. Oh, and I did the wrong combo.
We have liftoff. And orbit.
Are we doing more Ravens Watch? I wouldn't mind doing more Ravens Watch, but it might be more of a stream thing because didn't do that well on the YouTubes because games that I enjoy oftentimes don't do as well on YouTube for whatever reason.
I want to know when they're going to release Chapter 2 for that. I want my runs to be longer.
I mean, the videos coming up for the rest of the week are definitely oddball ones that I don't think are going to do as well, but I mean, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and these were interesting, and I enjoyed them immensely, which means that they're probably not going to do as well.
Probably not.
Because that's how that works. Guys, do you mind?
They really don't.
Also, Everest, running 9 miles and doubling your lifting. I don't know where your lifting started, but just the running 9 miles, pretty good.
I mean, I could run 9 miles straight down.
Is that running?
I can make the motion.
Forgot to ask, you saw what you added me on Twitter. Depends on how recently we're talking. If you're talking about the other day, then I saw it. If you're talking about something that happened like today, then I didn't see it. No, the other day one, yeah, I saw.
The real question, though, Lee. When Streets of Rogue 2 lands, you gonna play it with me?
Potentially. Yeah, I missed out on the first one.
Oh, and it's glorious chaos. They're going more open world with this one. I'm super curious to see how they pull it off.
Yeah, everyone was just like, "Why did you never play that game?" And I'm just like, I missed the boat. Now I don't feel like it's relevant anymore. I was like, yeah.
I mean, it could be a fun stream game.
It's true.
Another console in here.
Everest, the game is Streets of Rogue.
Where I routinely run around as a doctor and knock everybody out with either. Because it's funny.
Doesn't seem very doctorly.
But everyone's stressed out. I just make sure they get enough sleep.
Not to be confused with Streets of Rage.
I mean, you can approach it like Streets of Rage with some of the characters.
I like Streets of Rage and various beat 'em ups. We've done those on the channel too. Guess how well they did.
I refuse, because I think I know the answer.
I didn't mean to do this one, but this is the one
I
I
mean,
did.
you might as well. This fight sucks, so the faster you kill the hammerheads, the better.
No, we're all taking
Good
a
night,
nap.
everybody.
Good night.
You did pick up that sleep card before.
But look, this is the only way that I'm ever going to get sleep.
I have a hammer.
Oh, see, look. Wakey, wakey. Why did that start with X?
What is that combo?
I hit do the thing, and the game was like, X? Okay. Yes, please wake us up.
Morning, Rico.
I love that you can just wait. Just be like, what's going on right now? do a Ren-Ken here. I forget which one that one was.
Punchy, 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 punchy. Wee! Wee! More
Flash
punchy.
kick. Apparently today is Maid Day? No, today's not Maid Day. That was a couple of weeks ago. Raisho learned.
Bless you.
Oh. I got a Pan Alpha.
Gesundheit?
And was that in the save? All that was here?
Yeah, there's a
Oh, yeah.
terminal in here too, but
Yeah,
I also have the same thing.
I clicked on the terminal. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, should be good then.
This way.
No, there are additional scenes in here if you happen to have Ellie with you. But I knew that wasn't happening, so it's all good.
If you have who with it? And I feel like you said it's unfamiliar to me. Not sure.
You know, the gaslighter.
Oh. We're all going to sleep, aren't we?
Nap time.
And...
And out!
and then wake up. You guys are just really sending some mixed messages here.
They're just conspiring to keep Billy from learning his neck death blow.
They are doing a good job of that.
Hmm?
Eh. They're like, no, keep Billy asleep.
Yep. Like, he works really hard. He needs his nap.
Dragon Fist. And there we go. You did it, Billy.
Who's a good Billy? Who's a
Hey.
good little Billy?
Look, Billy leveled up and everything.
Hey.
Emergency level 5. The emergency button inside the reactor was activated many hours ago.
I can... Shit, how many nines was that? Was that 6 nines?
A lot of 9s. It would... like, I just rolled it over to infinity. Infinity hours ago. From this point, there is danger of nano contamination. Entering the room, please execute a manual scan to confirm safety. After confirming, please reset the emergency level at the nearest terminal. Execute manual scan? Sure.
That is roughly 4,000 years in
Great.
hours.
Scan complete. Confirmed. No nano contamination.
Hey, Joe.
How's it going, Joe? You can re-enter the room by resetting the emergency level at the nearest terminal. So
Hey.
is it not going to let me enter until I go to
Nope.
the terminal?
Gotta go to the terminal.
Now, I don't think the terminal in that save room worked, so do I have to go to the previous one?
You can try it again now.
I'm furious clicking.
Huh. Because there actually is... Oh, yeah, you'll probably have to go back then. Oh, back down to the next door on the hallway.
Yeah. Yeah, this one will do it. God. I like how you can hear the click of the you successfully press the button and then followed immediately with, oh yeah, it's a fight.
Mm-hmm. No!
And time to go to bed.
Why are you like that?
It's okay, Billy. You didn't need to learn that combo anyway.
Get him, Rico. Murder.
Firebomb.
Gross.
Unpleasant. For you... Death Drive. Oh, that wasn't that good. Block. Billy.
Oh my God, Billy gets a turn. It's been so long. Do you remember how to shoot, buddy? Guess so.
Well, not good enough to kill.
The audacity.
Get the blasting. Oh, now everyone's awake.
Morning, buddy.
Pew, pew. Blam.
Stay down.
Billy learns nothing. Reactor internal safety confirmed. Please reset emergency level. Yes. Emergency level's normal.
Yay. You should go save again for no good reason.
Just, you know, saying. Okay. So just run down the hall. Get into a fight.
I had a weird feeling it was going to be the Healy lady.
Does anything catastrophic happen if you just don't heal her?
I don't remember. Let me see if it says anything about it.
Just level up my combos on her.
Yeah, doesn't say anything about it. Just you know, use a healing item for the easiest kill. Yeah, full health is not a bad call here either.
Do I want to use a tent though? I don't think I'm that hurt.
I may as well.
I'm always like, I don't like using tents because they have more worth, and then I end the game with like 12
And then
tents.
and then I never use a tent.
It's the elixir problem.
It's all right. I usually end FF6 with like 70 cabins. Or 4, FF4, sorry.
How does one walk around with 70 cabins?
I usually just make King carry them.
It's a similar question.
I don't think about it too hard. Dude's got pockets for days.
Decreasing pressure. Source completely active. Pressure decreased.
All right, there'll be a cut to the right that should have a terminal. I don't remember if you need to hit this one or not.
Well, I definitely say you want me to go right.
Yeah, try going through the door on the right.
I was gonna say, we got 2 doors. It's a 50-50. Oh, yeah, a little terminal room here.
All right, buckle up.
It's well hidden in the data gaps. No, flee. With my own will. What is this? Is this a wild computer? No, structural record of life. No, not that. An organism.
In public?
Oh my. It's a troll doll.
Not making the jokes. Not doing it. Not doing it.
We found the plot. What the? Okay.
I'll just start randomly investigating stuff.
I feel like there's this box here that's suspicious. But I can't do anything with it.
You do have to investigate the pillar. I'm just not sure where you need to be to actually hit it.
Oh, hold on.
There you go.
I was gonna say, I hit it from the front, and the game was just like, nah. What's with this thing? Us demi-humans can't even heal at that speed. This girl appears to be an artificial life form created inside the reactor. They're probably assembled in the reactor by using that series in the database in the control room. Her body is most likely constructed from automatic machines on a molecular scale.
Hey, dickbag!
In other words, a colony of nanomachines. Bum, bum, bum. I'll be taking that nanomachine colony with me, thank you.
What is wrong with that dude's face?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you mess with me, I got wiggly face right behind me who's ready to take you out. That's the existence or key factor, which God will guide us to free humanity from its yoke.
Oh, Stone, you don't know anything.
So, if you don't mind, Bishop.
I know who that is.
Ah, Brother Billy, you're here too. That makes matters simple. I know you understand. This nanomachine colony needs to be in the hands of an honorable person.
So not you then.
It's destined to be the salvation of humanity. Honorable person? I certainly do not think you're honorable anymore. Eliminating the ethos and any surface-dwelling humans you don't agree with, your own will.
Hey, welcome in, Robot Cage.
How's it going, Nicolas Cage? Is a robot?
Not the bees.
It's the problem with eliminating people is not fit for salvation. Why isn't our very faith based on the precept that only the chosen will be saved? There's something very wrong with that. Salvation by faith is something that everybody should have an equal opportunity at attaining. You saying that you could save all of mankind?
Certainly better than you can.
If Krillian uses the nanomachine colony, at least we can save some chosen people. But you don't understand how to utilize this. You can't save anyone. Are you willing to take the responsibility for the loss you'll cause to humankind? Yeah, I guess. My job now is to bring this nanomachine colony back to Krillian. See, unlike the ethos, our aim is not the ancient weapons that lay in the city ruins. I don't think we conflict with your interests. Salvation or not, what are you planning on doing with this girl? I just know your deeds are not honorable. Bishop, I'm sorry to say this, but it cannot be part of what you are intent on doing. I see that I couldn't make you understand. Then it cannot be helped. I don't have time to convince you further. Please excuse me. I'm just gonna leave. Hey, no? Maybe don't do that?
We're not done with him.
We did not even attempt to stop them. They just waltzed in, just like, alright, time to go.
Ladies?
Sorry to have kept you two ladies waiting. It's time to do your job, Elements.
Ruh-roh. We've seen that term before.
To load, Seraphita, buy me as much time as possible. We know. Stop ordering us around already.
Kill the pink-haired one first.
Let's hurry up.
Have that, you're on your own.
Great. Yeah, right. Tell him because it's on Ramus's orders. Jeez, now he's got us protecting this garbage. Well, that's how it is, folks. And it'll help if you hurry up and lose. Who the heavens are you? I don't have time to waste talking to you. Well, excuse me, princess. We can't just let you go just yet.
See, you make that joke, and I was trying to work on the like this is Hollow Live in the before times.
Very much so, yes. Really don't care much for Kelly, and if you do a crappy job, it'll make Ramses look bad. Thanks to you fools reviving her, we can get this mission over sooner than we thought. Yeah, we didn't know how to operate that machinery. We were so confused. Thank you very much for your kind help. Oh, Sarah, don't tell them that. Just as I was building things up to make us sound psychologically superior to them. Dang. What? But people do you kindness, you should always say thank you. That's what Grandma always said. But I'm impressed, alone. Psychologically superior? Your gin and tonic futon brain cyborg implants must sure make you smart.
I forgot about that line.
Gin and tonic futon brain.
Okay.
That's positronic photon brain, you idiot.
Oh god, I forgot all about that line.
Oh,
my day is complete.
a gin and tonic futon? Make me sound like I'm a sleepy drunk. It's already bad enough as it is. Positronic photon brain cyborg. That's bound to get us into trouble with the makers of Star Trek. Wow, that's really on the
Yeah.
on the nose there.
Luckily, it was Star Trek.
Trek, yes. You know, not to be confused.
Nah. And there's Billy calling out their bullshit.
Do you guys have too much free time in your hands? Oh, Dad, yeah, sorry. It's alright. Careful, the elements may look harmless, but underestimate them and it'll cost you dearly. That's it. Talone, do we want to be called harmless? Bum bum bum. Well, she is awfully bouncy.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just happy to be here.
Okay, does this group have any buff spells? I know Rico's got some self-buffing.
Billy can haste. I don't remember which one exactly does it.
Removes mountain effects.
Mental.
Removes psychic effects. It's physical. I know.
Now, you have a wind and fire elemental here. You shouldn't need to set up Saten's elemental buffs, but just be aware that they're there if they start getting annoying.
Also, Joe, I'm going to assume that Starbucks check is your personal IP. Stop trying to product place me autocorrect.
But yeah, you'll want to take out Pinky first.
Okay.
And she's got about 2,000.
Oh.
Oh, suddenly you know why you want to take her out first. I mean, they both suck, but...
Huh.
Yeah.
Billy's
going to be mostly a healer this fight.
Yeah, I was going to say, Billy.
Surprise!
Lock in. You're healing.
Yep.
I was going coffee now. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
All right, Reeker, take her to Pound Town. Wait, no. Shit. Backtrack that. Beat her up.
Oh my. No, my EP.
Yep. That's the other reason why she sucks. I had a feeling you'd get a kick out of that Everest.
Yeah, she's already down, so that's easy.
Excellent. This fight just got way easier.
Now I can get back to learning things. Oh.
Of course there's that.
Okay,
Yeah.
retract previous statement.
Yeah.
Pile bunker. Pile crusher. It wasn't a bunker at all.
Ow, 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 ow. Cheater.
That didn't hurt that bad.
Billy! Fix it.
Fix what? Everything's fine. If anything, I'm almost considering letting Billy get more XP because he's technically doing net positive damage because the first 2 attacks get canceled out by the 3rd one. Yeah.
The only concern is that Talon does have a single target physical attack that does hit hard.
Was it that one?
That's the one.
Was it that one? Was that the one?
Yep.
Just,
Found it.
Just checking. That wasn't mentioned earlier.
Headbutt of fate. Go.
What's the res one? I never remember.
Is that assault?
Jeez.
Yeah, she turns into a lawn dart with a gin and tonic futon brain.
Arm beam.
Talon's such a poser. Like I always feel bad about this fight because like of the elements, Seraphina's fun. But she's also, like, if you don't neutralize her quickly, she will murder you.
Oh, Tiny Ends just blasted Shen right in the face. Oh. And ever since mentioning it yesterday, now I really do want to change that alert for reasons.
Get him, Tiny.
Seem to be suffering from massive brain damage. Oh, please don't. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
Don't worry. I'll get him up.
I didn't remember her being this much of a bully. Good God.
I feel like now that the one fight's over, this fight's easy. And then she's just like, oh, I have a super one-shot.
Look, I remember her hitting for like 200 on that attack. What the hell's happening?
Like, in case you're curious. Just die.
Pretty damn much. All right, fine. I take it back. Pound Town, go.
Hooray!
Winner?
Oh, I got a Vit drive and Eth drive.
Uh-huh. We know who those go to.
Rico, all of them.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Sophia, enough already. We've done the job that was required of us. Let's pull out.
Nope, not making that joke.
Oh, wait for me. Okay, bye.
All right, so maybe heal back up and we're heading back out. If you remember where the scene on the bridge was, your next boss fight is there. But there will be a save point at the top of the stairs you go down to get back to the bridge.
Ether value and defense value by 1. And that restores party's HP to full. Okay.
Yeah, the penalps are those are the hold on to them until absolutely needed.
I thought I had some like jerky food, but I don't.
Oh, but the radish goes good with fish, apparently.
Does it?
I wouldn't think so.
Then that should be all I need.
I mean, I could maybe see it working with the right preparation of like monkfish, but
I'm not a big fan of cooked fish. I've tried.
I like certain ones. Lurk, the choo-choo, which in this playthrough has been named pudding. There's a very specific reason to save all the drives for that particular character. Because you can make her a monster with very little effort.
So now we're just leaving.
Now we're heading back out.
My eye is bugging out, so I gotta look like a pirate now. Keep one eye
Yar,
closed
Peter?
until it figures it out.
Yar.
ER, Steve.
Yar.
I still gotta get James to watch that movie one day.
We need to fix that at some point.
Movie is very quotable.
Oh, well, and like if we're gonna do that, we may as well like go full hog and like make him watch dodgeball and basketball and
all of the comedy sports movies.
aha, Shaolin soccer.
Oh, I love that movie.
The biggest reason, Lurk, is that Pudding's stats. Pudding doesn't have a gear, so her raw stats get multiplied when in gear form.
Story is really happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yui was wearing. He's a scientist. You could tell because he's got a white coat.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to know.
Goddamn cross.
He. See?
What a dick. So that is. We now have another location where Faye and Ellie are somehow connected to it through time.
I'd never
And
pegged
Faye-
him to be a scientist, I'll say.
And Faye just peaced out.
Alright. Oh god. Stuck on the corner.
It's twitchy face again.
Alright, so if we're just leaving.
Yeah, you can save the next one. Oh, you're gonna love the next boss fight. I might be lying.
Did we get to the budget cutscene? Is there a budget cutscene?
The what now?
I don't know. Shin said something about a budget cutscene.
I think Shen's drunk.
What are you talking about, Bunny? You know all of the memes.
Now the one you were talking about, Bun, doesn't need the drives, whereas Pudding does.
Pew, pew, pew. I've never really paid attention to Billy ammo, and I'm starting to wonder, like, where's that at?
I think you're probably fine. You've got a couple hundred rounds for each gun.
Would that be under equip, what I see?
Yes. Through here.
100 shots, and then unlimited.
Yeah, his triangle is just elemental, which you can change those around. The the reason why Billy fighting the last fight was not great is that he's equipped currently with wind and fire, which was what you were fighting for the elements.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll assume that his ammo is fine forever and never worry about it again until it runs out, or I get better ammo.
Basically, yeah. Just like whenever you get to a store that carries the next rank up of ammo, just buy 2 or 3 of each, just so you have 200 to 300 rounds, and you'll never need to worry about it. When the ammo he's using runs out, I think he auto reloads with the same if it's there.
Okay. Billy, you gotta learn the thing. And preferably not die.
It is unfortunate that he had a long way to go, and for boss fights, he's usually relegated to support. Especially this next one. Which you're going to want to use Billy's haste on everybody. And then heal. Haste when you can, heal when you need to, kind of thing. Because this next fight's going to suck.
Ah, but you always say that. Come on, Billy. I'm trying to give you every opportunity. You gotta make the most out of it.
Yeah, I can see that being really tasty, Shen.
Toasted ham salad sandwich.
But I also do sandwiches on toasted bread fairly often, so it's like toast.
Just gonna keep defending. And then keep blasting. Alright. Billy, now's your time. Did you do it?
Essentially, Lurk.
He didn't do it. I'm gonna look to see where he's at. Oh, he's so close.
Oh, he's close. It depends, Bunny. Are you familiar with like deviled ham and deviled chicken spreads and stuff like that? Ham salad is in that same vein, just chunkier.
Going up.
Going down. Hey, it's your favorite hallway.
That's why I remember not to go down it. That's the waste of time hallway, as the kids call it.
This is where you want to heal up and save.
I am mostly healed. That counts, right?
You might want to Omega Sol Billy just for the extra EP.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
And yeah, in the upcoming fight, I would haste Billy first. Just haste the other two as you can between healing. You don't want to let anyone go below like 200 in this fight, if you can avoid it.
Billy is basically 200 forever, though.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, this fight's bad. If you're lucky, you can kind of steamroll it unless he starts getting his double turn bullshit.
Hey, Bishop Stone, I found you. Element, you're not even as good as they say. You can even buy me some time. Give it back. Huh? Give it back. Give it back. What? Where? Who? What?
What's up?
Hi, friends. I think I found out where Yui went. Oh, no, maybe not. I thought this was him in angry suit. Ha 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 ya ya ha.
Now, after all this time, finally, officially meet Id.
That's a bite. Give it back. What do you want? Who are you? To you, it's just a used-up toy and a weird graphical glitch over the text. So give it back. It belongs to me. Who do you think you are? What's your name? I guess it's not a graphical glitch over the text. It's just
It's the lights on the bridge.
yeah, it's just semi-transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Names do not matter. However, if you insist, id.
Avarice, we've already met them. Hi.
Okay. So we've established that you don't have any buffs, so you're just gonna do stuff. I like how we're just like, who's this guy? Punch him. Why'd you have to go after Billy first? That wasn't very nice.
Ow. I would still risk hasting Billy right away. Maybe have Rico heal him.
Let's just speed up next turn. Is it just next turn, or is it just...
It's everything. It acts as a full-on haste. The wording's just a little weird.
Whee!
Thank you.
Oh, like...
You can probably get away with attacking and have Billy heal. 'Cause Billy will be ready real quick.
I'm almost wondering if I take the time just to set up his AoE thing, so if there comes a time where like he needs to heal everybody, he's got it ready
Not
to
a
go.
bad idea. Tiny, hit me up on Discord one of these days. I have a couple of
Oh, actually, I should have buffed Rico.
music remixes from this soundtrack that I think you'd really dig. This tune is among them.
Does this guy dodge death blows?
He can dodge a lot. This is where luck comes into play.
Time to heal.
Yeah, the soundtrack for this game was amazing.
Yeah, he's dodged every death blow thus far.
He won't like. He's not immune to death blows. He has a very high evasion on everything. When you land him, it's absolutely worth it.
I'm doing it. Oh, you leave Billy Boy alone.
Yeah, it's weird, Lurk. These attacks do look awfully familiar.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do I save EP by just healing himself? Because...
I probably would. Yeah, go after him.
Rico could take it, even though I increased his attack and not his defense. Hey, hello, hey.
Yeah.
Um,
He does that.
maybe I do this AoE heal that I had set up.
Maybe.
Just you know.
Maybe not a bad plan. And then hopefully finally get a haste on Satan. Yeah, you can risk it.
No, you know what? Hey, let's
Bam!
go.
Nice numbers. Because like he's not crazy thick. He's just really hard to hit.
seems fine. Ah, it actually wasn't that bad. Again. I'm gonna be prepared.
Uh-huh. You see what I mean about this fight being kind of a dick, though?
Yeah.
And every time he attacks, he has a chance of doing 2 back-to-back. I say, like, if RNG is really not in your favor, he can just dumpster you. If he does a back-to-back on a single character, he'll probably kill him.
Oh, let's go.
All right, well over halfway.
Right. Let's get everybody topped off.
Who thought it'd be Rico landing, like, consistently landing death blows in this fight? What's happening?
He was missing everything earlier on to get him out of the way. Jeez.
Nope.
Every time. He hit the first 2 to give me a false sense of security.
Maybe try a different death blow with him.
No, I'm determined. Haha!
There we go.
It wasn't like Rico numbers of damage, but it'll do.
No, we'll take it. You can attack with Billy.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Oh, do I do the ultimate disrespect?
Skywalker.
No, I was gonna say just
Oh,
learn,
just train it?
get more XP.
I mean, why not? You're fairly well under control with this fight now.
I'll try this one. No, I won't.
He does not heal though.
Rico crushing it over here. Yeah, boy.
I was about to say, like, you should. This should be close enough.
Easy fight, easy fight. Everybody level up. I got
Made
$5. You're kind of strong, I guess. I mean, you couldn't beat me.
I mean,
per se.
this is the guy that suplexed the Yggdrasil.
Do what? You? Now's our chance. Get back to the Krellian. Run away! I got him. Hurry, go after him. That voice. Wise man. Alright, time to go.
Peace out, buddy.
You and me
Billy's
both,
just
Billy.
confused.
You and me both, Billy. Oh, oh, isn't it? I see. Was that woman? Fine. You'll do fine, it's my toy for today. Oh no. Nah, 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 nah.
I mean, in his defense, Wiseman knew what he was getting into. This is not the first time they've met.
This seems fine. Yeah, I like that someone's just watching the fight instead of actually using the distraction. Yeah, he's not great. Also, how's it going, McTraven? Ah, damn, just in time. That red guy and the wise man are really going at it. Ether power is blowing all the way up here. Well,
And just out. We're done here.
yeah, just a convenient hole in the wall over here.
Oh, good. Still left the elevator. Plot hole.
They climbed up.
Just Scooby-Dooed all the way up the track. That makes sense.
This seems fine. Oh, we're too late. Titan, someone named Krellian took the kid. So what? What is a nanomachine anyway? I don't know. Nanomachines are robots that are smaller than human cells. They're used to cure diseases or wounds in Solaris. She may be a colony of nanomachines made by an ancient, but advanced technology. And what's the prob? It's good for people, right? It irritates me that all of them are for Solaris. Worried about what Bishop Stone mentioned. He said he needed her to free humanity from its yoke. Perhaps some ancient information and human reconstruction sit inside her body. Demi-humans, such as Rico and Hammer, were born from the results of messing around with DNA.
What do you mean, bro?
What are you talking about, bro? I hope you're doing well, bro. I don't even know where I am at this point in the plot, bro.
I know where he is.
That was done by ancient Solaris in the hopes that it would one day bring about the restoration of mankind. If Caroline is thinking about trying the same thing with improved nanotechnology, that'd be frightening. Bunny's no broing.
What's the matter, El Brony?
Bro,
Nope, I'm going to take that one back. I apologize. Nope. Joe, calm down. What are you doing, bro?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay,
Save after the boss fight.
yeah, definitely save. Your next boss fight, you cannot use Satan, and Faye is awake now. He's down by his gear.
Alright.
Um,
I'll go peek over there.
so yeah, you next fight you have to have Billy. You cannot have Faye or Satan.
Cannot have
whatever.
Faye or Satan.
Correct.
But have to have Billy. So Billy
Yep.
is just gonna replace Satan. Oh wait, no, not Billy. What was I thinking? Never mind.
Bart.
Yeah, for some reason my brain barted. I had a brain Bart, some would say.
And yeah, you'll want armor and seal defense on your gears.
Okay. Which one is the one I'm looking for here?
Weirdly enough, this might be a good time to go buy 3 frame HP 30s.
Oh, I think I got sucked in. Why frame 30s?
Just for the fuel conservation. This next fight's going to be a bit of a doozy. Plus, he has gravity effects, so losing half and healing half for that much fuel is not really worth it. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, look, it's Faye. Faye? Doc. Faye, feeling better already? Yeah, probably. Are you up and about? Thought you're only just recovering. Shouldn't be doing that. I don't know what I'm doing here myself. I don't have a clear head yet. Faye, you shouldn't be moving around yet. Alken, shield located straight ahead. Oh, God. Sorry about that. Prepare gears for launch. Well, thank you. Seems like they're watching us. I must go. You're in no condition to participate. Let's take care of this. Looks like it's time to settle the score. But Faye should be resting. Yeah, I'll take Faye to the infirmary. Billy, please take care of the rest of things. Okay. Billy, Rico, and Ellie? No, I don't think that's gonna happen. Bart's a dingus, but at least he didn't try to gaslight me to oblivion, for which I will never forgive Ellie for. Did I start the next cutscene? I may have wandered into the next cutscene. Oh, ooh. Stone looks different than I remember. I feel like he had more skin last time I saw him. And hair, yeah. Those who become enemies of the sacred gazelle, I will eliminate them all. Repent now. Do you want the power? Who are you?
Yeah, I see Stone's had better days.
Yeah, I was wondering about the lack of his skin and hair.
That means you're assuming he made it out of Zebulun intact.
I am Graf, the secret power. Doth thou desire the power?
Look at this graph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh. There's power in here. I received this body from Krellian. Look at it, my beautiful body.
Shut up, Red Skull.
All this power's fake. Think you win with it? What do you mean fake power? Fake body, a fake awakening. It's all useless. You're dumb. I'll give you the power. Power of voodoo. You do. You do.
You do. So well.
My fist is the divine breath. This hand of mine is glowing red. It tells me to defeat you. I've made that joke before, but I'll do it again. Blossom of fallen seed and draw upon thy hidden powers. Grant unto thee the power of the glorious mother of destruction. Arg. Ugh.
Keep up, orc. Ow, ow.
Also,
All
Joe,
right.
I appreciate any Tenacious D reference.
Telekinesis, Kyle.
Okay. So I didn't do
All right.
any of that upgrading that you told me to do because I stumbled into this cutscene and then it was like, you're going now.
Yeah, it's fine. So you're gonna want to start off with just defend for a few rounds because you currently can't do dick to this guy.
Just charging up.
Unless you already had have you already had a couple rounds fighting him?
Oh, no.
Okay. You can try wild smiling with Bart.
Oh, okay. Once Bart gets a turn.
So I honestly don't know if it'll stick right now or not.
Oh.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Damage nullified.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have Bart and I don't have Citan, and I did not equip
We should be okay.
certain things.
Well, you have anti-seal on Billy.
Yes.
You can try hitting him with Billy and just see. He should be immune to damage for about, I think, 3 rounds. Then shit gets real.
Okay. Lee,
Okay,
did
yeah,
you still have a grudge against Ellie since the beginning of the series? Yes.
Hmm.
I shan't forgive, and I shan't forget. Don't worry, just chilling.
Okay. This should be cutscene. This is over. It's game on. Boost up and go ham.
Is that what the media sphere people look like under their masks? Possible. I haven't seen under their masks yet. But I don't think Stone was just one of those media sphere guys, because he seems a bit too not good enough.
Fleshing.
What did you get through? Some kind of barrier. Kind of negative feeling. Hatred somehow changed into an ether, forming a barrier. We have to defeat him with the power of friendship. Oh my god, I think that's actually what we're going for.
Not completely off base.
So just say, are you suffering? When I took you in 4 years ago, that was proof of my old friendship with your father. In that hate-stained friendship with Josiah, we competed for command of Gebler. Josiah, like a beast, stole the Raquel I loved, and threw away the command of Gebler that I wanted so much, and then disappeared from Solaris. 4 years ago, after searching to the ends of the earth, no trace of him could be found. Raquel, dirtied by him, the reminder of that taint, you and your sister. And a bunch of zombies. Through Gillian's wisdom, using the wells, I saved Raquel from misery.
And now Billy is about to be pissed off. The entire thing was a fucking setup.
Of course it was. You son of a... You used the wells against my mother. Yeah, Billy, let me tell you something good. Those Reapers you've been purging are really all people. They were chosen by the Ethos and converted by Krellian. Been slaughtering people. Wretched son for a wretched father.
Stone, that whole series of events makes you the bad guy.
Pray for your sins. I can't believe you killed innocent people that I told you to kill.
Yeah.
You monster.
That I told you to kill because, and I didn't tell you that they were people.
There's nothing there for you to regret, Billy. You say you and Raquel were in love. You always were a narcissistic, self-preserving fool. This voice. I'll take this one.
Hey, buddy.
Use this, Billy. If you use this, you can rip off the barrier.
Is this where you get it?
That's a bunt line.
Yes.
Ether gun gear where the pilot rides directly on the bullet. If we use that, we can break Stone's negative hatred power. However...
Oh, I forgot you got it this early. Okay, so...
Billy?
This is where Billy becomes the strongest character in the game.
Oh, well, he's going to merge their gears together.
Kind of.
That's what gears are for. Gears by themselves are meaningless. You got to put the gears together. That's how you make machines.
And make the bridge go up and down.
Then we could break through that barrier with our combined attack. I'm going to borrow your shoulder for a moment. Start aiming now. Wrap this up once and for all. Ace died. I want you to know that you aren't going to see Reko when you die. That's because your destination's going to be hell. Yeah, I mean, we got it. We understood what you were implying. You didn't have to say the whole line. It was cooler if you didn't. I knew it. Josiah's planning on using it. He must be stopped.
Get up, sit down, let it go.
Billy, can you hear me? Billy? Oh, there's no response.
Just let him do it.
Billy, you know now, don't you? Science teaching were all a deception. And fabricated faith is just a worldly system for compensating those people with fragile souls. But faith in God...
Not quite, Joe.
Faith and God aren't things that are given to you from others, right? They're things you have to discover within yourself and by yourself. Things that cannot be put into words, things that cannot be expressed. Isn't that what God's all about? Question not thy God, for thy God doth not respond. The reason I taught you how to use a gun as a child was to save people. You say that guns are just tools for killing people, but you're wrong. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Oh my God! Oh no. Is this where they all got it from?
Oh, it's been around all along in that.
Have you ever looked at the expressions on the faces of the Reapers you've destroyed? It's an excruciating process to be turned into a Reaper. These are torturous pain. They seek human blood and attack people in order to get it. That does not vanquish the true plane within their hearts. There's only one way to be saved from the pain, and that's by termination. Didn't all those Reapers put out of their misery by you have peaceful looks on their faces? You couldn't save those people who were turned into Reapers. It's not something anyone can do. The faith that enabled you to accomplish that was no deception. God exists within you.
Oh, get it out.
Father. Alright, now let's go, Billy. Transform!
into a literal cannon.
Pew. Too late, Billy. That's a weapon that uses its pilot as the warhead.
Bye, Jesse.
That seems inefficient. What? Then Father is... Oh my God.
About 7 millimeters thick. Okay, so...
Why would anyone design the gun that way?
If you go hit right once on Billy, and then the top command, I think it's, what is it, like special options? Oh, okay, doesn't have it yet. He will eventually get the Jesse cannon.
Oh, so he can constantly shoot the corpse of his father at his enemies?
Essentially, yes. It also makes him, if you set him up properly, the most busted gear in the game. You're going to want to probably fire up boosters now, because you can now hurt him.
Mass limit / HP halved. Oh, God.
Yep, he likes to do this.
We're getting wobbly. Ow.
Yep.
Did you just detonate the whole party? Is that what happened?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, just booster up and just start wailing on him. You don't use your frame heal until you're under like 2k on anybody.
Okay.
But once they drop under 2k, use it right away.
Do I just use level 1 or do I wait to a level 2?
I would wait for level 2. I don't think Billy has one yet, or I don't think Bart has its level 2 yet, but the other two do. They might actually have level 3s now.
Hit Billy.
Please.
Thank you. I think Billy will heal next turn.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I also forgot to equip Bart's new weapon. Hopefully it wasn't a gear weapon.
The black snake is a regular weapon.
Alright, good. And now Billy's fine.
So this guy does have about 13k health. So this fight will take a second. Don't use his level 2. Just attack for now, because he might have a level 3. If he does, then Rico definitely has a level 3.
And I presume level 3 is just X and then go.
Yes. And oh boy, do they hit hard.
Hey, Billy?
Billy. Hey! I don't know if that's scripted or if you're just... Oh, okay. Level 3 go. Rico definitely has a 3.
Pew, 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 pew. Okay. Still build up.
What a dick!
Swing and a miss.
You might want to redo Wild Smile too.
Probably.
Oh, that turned off Billy's booster.
It's fine, I'm gonna smile at him. Reboost. Sky Drive. Oh, what an intense looking attack. cage. I did not know that.
I didn't either, actually.
Oh, we're getting wubbed out of existence.
You know.
He's technically above 2,000. You said below 2,000, so...
Yeah, Billy
keeps going.
I don't know if he can actually afford to heal anyway.
Oh, he's got something else here.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Summons the addressable for death charges. Forgot about that.
Well, he's gonna repair first.
Yeah, it's not really worth the fuel on one target. It's alright, soon you'll be able to get fuel rechargers, at which point all this management bullshit goes right out the window. Because when you can guard and, recharge like 300 to 500 fuel.
Oh, got him.
Poison.
Hey, he exploded on his way out. That wasn't very nice.
That's another reason why they keep them above 2,000 was a good idea.
Level up. Spin strike learned. And I got an E circuit.
E. Somebody get a freaking hook or something.
Dad.
Oh, buddy, he dead.
He's having a conversation with somebody. It was really tragic. I shot my dad. And everyone else listening to the conversation that was there was like, technically yes, but probably not how you think.
Yes, but also no. You fired your dad.
Also, maybe not what you think. Pew, pew, pew. This is the best way to see Father off, by shooting more bullets.
Oh, yeah. It's not a hard fight. He hits hard. We lucked out big time by him always targeting Billy with a seal attack.
Oh,
also, just
Thanks,
kidding.
Rod.
He's fine.
Oh, the dad. I mean, I assumed. You better believe it. I ain't gonna leave that stupid junk alone. I improved it. Ouchie, wow, wow. I never want to do that again, though. Still, talking about hell. Surprised an irreligious person like you would believe in life after death. No? Were you listening? That was a curse. That wasn't a fitting... Isn't that a fitting end for him? It's definitely your style. Papa.
Holy crap, she talked!
What? What did you just say?
She wants to play Pa-Rappa the Rapper. Help.
Premier's problem seems to be solved. She said Papa twice, cured. Walking away.
Yeah, because Stone's dead. Who would have guessed?
Prim talk.
Man that orchestrated the death of her mother.
Now say my name. Say Billy. Pop.
Dick bag. Wait.
Nerd.
Rude.
What about the ethos? They've completely devastated themselves. The mob just goes from bad to worse. You don't think it's about time you told your son the truth, old friend? You're not just wandering around drinking and picking fights, were you? I'm sure he wants to know what you've been up to. All right, Billy? Yeah, it'd make me feel a lot better. I know my dad was worried about me the whole time, but I haven't worked out my feelings yet. Why, what do you mean? I'm glad Prim could speak now, but she only calls out for her father. But I'm the one who's been taking care of her all this time. What's wrong with her?
Well, she trusts you. She's suspicious of him.
Ungrateful. Calm down, Billy. I'm sure she's being shy. She'll start calling out for you soon. Why, my own daughter doesn't even call out her father's name. So, old friend, why are you working alone all that time? It couldn't be helped. Anyway, I'll probably need help from here on out. Okay, I'll tell you more. Let's go to the gun room. to get something to drink.
They're gonna have shots. I'll see myself out.
When I was in Solaris, I found
You
it.
sure you're happy I'm home?
Wouldn't have it any other way. That was the Malach M plan. It was done under the command of Krelian. In order to proceed with the plan, many lambs were gathered to the ethos to become guinea pigs. Or should I say to become reapers, or wells. Since I was disgusted with Solaris' methods, I decided to investigate it further. Found out that the main scientist central to the M plan moved to the true facts about it to a test gear. And he let that test gear escape with his daughter, so that the truth would not be discovered. And that, I'm afraid, was the last information that I was able to obtain. Because when I found out, I came to the surface world. This is where I hid, along with my wife Raquel and son Billy. Looking for that gear and the girl ever since. Finally, I found out that the scientist's daughter and gear might be in Shivat. All very well, except now I don't know how in blazes to get there, or even how to contact the place. Well, Shivat's protected by a strong barrier that even Solaris can't do anything about. So I guess you could say it can't be helped. It's just my luck. That girl's name wouldn't happen to be Maria.
Why, yes. Yes, it is.
How about that? You do alright? Shouldn't you be getting more rest? Yeah, I can stand and even walk now, thank you. Nah, I'm alright too. I'm the protagonist, baby. Maria, huh? If I remember right, her father's name was Nikolai? I don't know that much, but I have rumors about a girl in a gear. It's gotta be them. It's that huge gears in Shivat then. So then, how can we get to the Shivat? Is there a way to contact the place?
And they're not kidding. It is a huge ass gear.
Unfortunately, since I was taken captive, I have no way of contacting them either. Well, dang. There just might be a way. Originally, Shivat was situated on top of Babel Tower. They say there's a communication facility to contact Shivat's native country on top of the tower. If only it still exists. There's a good possibility the facility may have been destroyed. Especially when you consider the fact that the tower was sealed by the ethos. You're being pessimistic again. Come on. Just being realistic. Same thing.
That's just pessimistic with extra steps.
We have no choice but to try to go there. As long as it exists, we can't escape from Solaris' influence anyway. In other words, even if we recover Ava from Shakan, we wouldn't be able to immediately get a happy ending. Their secret plan bothers me too. The real secret is that they're using humans gathered from Earth. I don't quite get this secret plan and the ethos involvement and so on. What the hell does Solaris think us surface-dwelling humans are? Lambs. They say it all the time.
Cattle.
Yeah. Got nothing to lose. Let's try to go there. I need to find the truth about these documents found in the Ethos HQ and what Billy's father said. And I must go to Shivat too for my own personal reasons anyway. Alright. Everyone just kind of shrugs and goes, sure.
Well, so we know where the next destination is. But before we do that...
Oh, we got Faye again.
Yeah.
You know...
Choose your party.
This loadout seems fine. Billy still has stuff to learn and is a decent healer, and Rico is forever party.
That's fair. That'll be interesting too, because I don't know that I've ever actually seen Rico's high, like level 7 death blows. I'm curious to see how they animated those.
Oh, we gonna learn. Oh, it's the TV sphere. Blankador forever. You're back. Oh, find anything? Yes, I've obtained a colony of nanomachines.
Hey, jackass!
How unsound. In any case, is the M project proceeding as planned? We need superior bodies in service. Wasn't that like a really sweet mod for Smash Brothers a while back? Project M?
Oh.
You must be this nerd to appreciate that joke, and you are not nerd enough.
Look, the last Nintendo I owned had a Super in front of it.
Oh, you had a Super Switch?
Get out. I rescind your Man of the Sea.
Aw, now I'll never be a man of the sea.
Man of the Bee at best. Arr.
Yarr. Well, I'm rebranding to Ultra B. Sorry, guys.
I did not see that coming. Well played.
We can't afford to mistake the ultimate destination of this new civilization. They exist because of their mother. Oh God, Scott. What has Scott done?
My wife?
You've betrayed your mother, your creator. Oh, they betrayed Scott. Just to sustain your own egos. You have
God,
no
we, have
right to speak
we have the
silently.
weirdest lore in this community.
It's very strange. And it just gets weirder by the day.
Huh?
That was foolish. That was the past. We were trapped in that cursed flesh. Now it is different. We're in a media sphere now. I'll take no orders from you. You've lost that flesh long ago. Now reside in the SOL 9000 as data. Did you forget who revived you in here? What may be an eternity to you is but a moment to God. I have no need for hesitation. Isn't C to B an upgrade? In some capacities, it could be seen that way. But maybe going all the way up to Z is the upgrade. We just have so much more to go.
Ooh.
Which
In that
means
case,
that
we are indeed scrubs.
we can't get much worse. We can go Ultra A and just be bottom basement.
Oh, I can get worse. Don't worry. Okay. Now,
What happens if they reformat the hard drive? We should look into that.
I mean, maybe. So, first things first. There will be new upgrades for all the gears, and you're going to want to do them. And the best shop should be the hanger on the Yig, so that's fine.
Well, let us find out. Does he speak the tooth? Oh, thank you, buddy. Hold on. Check in on Pudding, just so that Bunny knows what's going on.
Yeah, we got one.
I admire Pereira. She's really chatty. She's been through so much. Then you look at me. I better start to get my act together. Yeah, I know. I need you in the party. What happened?
Soon. We're getting to that point. The other thing, did we have... No, we had something else equipped on Billy. This is your... between now and going to Babel Tower, this is your last chance to acquire ether doublers. They're available only in Nissan.
Ether doublers.
Yep, they straight up double the effect of any ether ability.
That seems fancy.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, these engines seem different.
Yep.
So 20 output less fuel or 23 output more fuel?
Before you do that, go to equipment and see if you can buy fuel chargers yet. Or parts, yeah. God damn it.
So we got AR repairer, engine guard, and tank guard, which I think are all new.
Yeah, but meh. All right, yeah, I guess.
Also, new weapons. Is this new ammo?
Oh, that. If it's not stored, then it is new ammo. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's just.
Buy like 3 of each. So it's going to be kind of up to you, and until we get the fuel chargers. I tend to go with the higher fuel capacity as opposed to the higher damage output.
Okay.
But even then, before you swap it, your current tank is 2,000, correct?
Yes.
What's the V28? Is it 2,200?
Yeah, so either way, I'm getting more capacity.
Do the V28s around the board, and we'll swap the frame HPs down to 30s. Oh yeah, chunky boy.
And more chunk, more better.
Yep, and I would I recommend upgrading every gear.
Also,
Also, Alloy 3010, Ziago.
air value 300, ether value 10. So it's
Worth
just
it.
that, but better. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely worth it.
Let's
Yes, even her.
I'm doing them in the correct order. Thank you very much. This is the next one. Everyone knows the hierarchy. And honestly, this one should have been done first, but I know that he's not going to have as much screen time. Look at all that chonk.
Well,
Okay, next is you. Am I gonna have enough money for everybody?
I certainly hope so. You should also have a fair bit of shit to sell. And if we absolutely need cash, there is a spot in or around Ave that you can get $500 a piece killing quadrufoots. Also drop magnetic coast and AR3s, which can be sold.
Okay, you're next down the hierarchy.
What's that armor? That armor is a killer. 10 grand a piece.
And finally, the dregs.
I'll tell you, like in Vierge is very strong, especially with an ether doubler.
I'm sure it is. I just would prefer if it was piloted by someone that wasn't the biggest jerk in the land. I'm all about first impressions, and their first impression was not good.
Wait, that's fair.
Okay.
Wait, how did we end up hanging out then? Goddamn.
Look, I'm sure it went just fine.
You got the new weapon for Bart, and was there a new gun for Billy there?
There was new ammo, but no new gun.
Okay.
So let me do the.
And yeah, I would swap over to the frame HP 30s at this point, which I believe we'll have to buy.
So yeah, just 12 more damage there.
Check the other ammo too, because I think you have GTO 60. Yep.
All right then. I wish that I could see everyone's equipment from the screen.
Yeah, it's kind of buzz.
But alas. Buddy, you had a fine first impression.
Yeah, so grab. Was it? We have 6 gears right now.
Yes.
Okay, 6 frame HP 30s, and then we should be done here. How much gold do you have left?
17,633.
Ooh, I wish I remembered how much the ether doublers cost. Yeah, because there's 2 items in Nissan that you can this is the last chance to acquire them. It's the ether doublers and the holy pendants. I think Billy has a holy pendant.
Oh, we already had an HP 30, so I bought one too many.
Yeah, they're cheap enough. It's fine. Yeah, double check Billy's actual equipment, because if he has a holy pendant, then we're actually good on that.
He's got a holy
Okay,
habit and a holy pendant.
we do have one. Okay. if they're not spendy, picking up a second one's not a horrible idea. But we want to get we want at least one ether doubler. Because Billy, like end game, Billy plus ether doubler equals.
Well,
because you can like 2 or 3 shot bosses with the Billy with the Jesse cannon.
Lurk, that is a good point. Is the seal armor still necessary?
Don't sell it.
Yeah, but I can.
I do not know. Looking. Okay, that's taken care of. Looks like there's some beam. Standard ether attack, physical. I don't think we need the seal for the next area. Physical, ether, physical. Yeah, we don't specifically need the seal gear.
Just more arms. Arms for days. Okay. So I guess we'll make a quick side trip to that place to see if we can get the things, and then...
Yep, let me see if I can track down the cost of it before we go.
I also have plenty of stuff to sell. I haven't sold in quite some time. Where am I heading?
Oh, the ether dollar is 38 grand.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little spendy. Okay, so this is back up. We'll be launching the Yig, not the Gears. So back up to Sigurd.
Yeah, that's where I was heading. Some new parts were brought into the gear shop. We were just there.
Already done. Saving is not a horrible plan.
Yeah, I mean, I saved right before I did that, but
Fair enough.
No, I'll save again shortly.
All right, so on the map,
Yeah.
just north of center, there's the old hideout, and then north of that is the bridge across to Nissan. You should be able to go back into the desert up there.
So you're saying the center, like the center of the map overall? So like that
center of the map overall, yes.
So that big right continent, there's that dot on the far left.
Yeah, the far left dot is Bart's old hideout.
Okay.
North of that is the bridge, the sand bridge underneath the strait to get to Nissan. And we need to try to get the Yig to that, I think. I don't remember if Nissan actually has a sandbar to land on.
So we are traveling, is what you're telling me. Across the world. Ow. These guys are murdering me.
They do tend to do that. But you are strong now.
They did 0 damage. Yang power learned.
Yeah, he's gonna pick up some stuff. He's been out of commission for a little bit, but he got auto leveled. So, you know.
He got that pro tag bonus.
Yup. I also think we have some people hitting 46, so the XX should be learnable by anyone that hits 46.
Billy hasn't even hit the other one yet, though.
True.
So we're going north of this dot that we're coming up to, right?
If you can get onto the continent anywhere along that coastline, hop onto it, because we're going to the top dot there.
Okay.
Hi, Christy.
Here to make fun of heroes, that's all. Aren't we all?
I might have known she was coming. I know it's bizarre.
I can't believe that happened.
I know there weren't like DMs going on behind the scenes or anything. It's so just pure happenstance. Something.
Very believable.
Still got it. All right. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't agree to this part.
Yin power learned.
The yin and yang, I believe, are one's attack up, defense down, the other one's reverse.
Makes sense. And when do
That being
get
said, though,
yin-yang
they
power,
are strong.
where it's just both of them.
Never.
Okay, so looking for beach.
I'm right here. Oh,
You're-
beach. Gotcha.
You're a son of a beach.
Still find it hilarious whenever my mom calls me that.
I wonder how far I'm gonna have to go to find what I'm looking for.
Oh, these are new. Yeah, I don't actually know if we may have to get onto this continent from like the southeast of it. It's been a long time, and I usually grind out the money to buy the ether doublers the first time I'm in Nissan, so I don't think I've ever actually made this return trip. I know you can do it. I'm just not sure how.
You shot right over his head.
Aim down, Rico. Aim down, Billy.
Come on, guys, you can do it.
I love how the Roomba just rolls up and gives you a phone to answer. Hey, there you go. Who's a big Rico?
Rico's always a big Rico. There's no such thing as a small Rico.
That is fair.
But he is also a Rico Suave.
Also could probably come up with jokes for this, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, there should be a beach right there. Nope, I lied. Yeah, you probably have to go to the south, that gap in the southeast of the big continent then.
No, I'm going all the way around.
Okay.
I'm committed. I should be committed.
I mean, probably.
Jeez.
On the plus side, though, if you were committed, Bunny wouldn't have to worry about you eating because they serve you like 3 times a day.
I mean, they put the food there. I wouldn't necessarily have to eat it.
Oh, they'll make you eat it. The nice guys in the white coats that give you the jacket that makes you hug yourself.
They're coming to take me away, haha.
Who gave us airtime?
The internet at large. I couldn't be stopped. These guys are very dodgy.
A little bit.
There, dodge that.
Also, I need help. I may have bought a bag of Haribo gummies, and they're the like, what are they, happy cherries or whatever they are. I can't stop eating them. Send help.
Alright, I think the only way to help you is if you send all of your gummies to my address.
Well, at this point, you're only getting about 6. So.
You know what? Acceptable. I'll take it. I have a weird opinion on gummies, and I don't think anyone shares it but me, because it's an insane idea, and I recognize that it's an insane idea.
All right, hit me.
I think for whatever reason, gummy worms taste better than gummy bears, even though they're made out of the exact same thing.
I share the same thing. I go gummy worms over gummy bears every time.
And it makes no sense, and I acknowledge it makes no sense.
I have a theory behind that.
Tiny Edge agrees, yes.
Because of the way they're dried, the flavor concentrates in the outer layers. And simply because of the dimensions, there is more outer layer per ounce on worms than there is in bears.
I can believe it.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That being said, though, the Haribo cherry-shaped ones, they're doing it for me. These are delicious.
I don't know if I've had cherry-shaped ones.
I hadn't either. And for some reason, like I was on checkout at the grocery store yesterday, and I'm just like, I want something sweet. Oh, look, there's a thing. So I got them.
Weirdly enough, I very rarely get candy at the grocery store just because I don't have a big sweet tooth. But
Same.
last time I was at the grocery store, I saw a small bag of it was like sour gummy worms, and I'm just like,
Oh.
yeah, okay, I could do that.
I have two sweet weaknesses. Christy, stop listening. Cherry sours and fudge covered graham crackers. And I'm not a big chocolate guy, but those things are like crack. I will take people out on my way to get them.
I don't know if I've ever. I mean, like I've had like s'mores, which is chocolate and graham crackers with marshmallow, but I don't think I've ever had specifically chocolate covered graham crackers just as an individual thing.
Oh yeah, and they're delightful. And I hate that I like them so much.
How's that going, Twisty?
I mean, I'm still eating gummy cherries, yes. Actively chewing one apart right now, in fact. And I'm winning.
I'm going to go around this entire continent.
You kind of are.
Because I was too stubborn to turn around when you told me to.
I mean, look, at this point, it's science.
You know what I should have done? I should have went around the world when I was leaving this place. I should have, instead of going east, just gone west. Just around the world.
What about North Dennis? Hey, look, a beach!
Southwest Dennis. Bunny, I must require drinkable yogurt. You and your drinkable yogurt. All yogurt's drinkable at certain temperatures.
Oh, no. No, that's not the way that's supposed to go. I'm with you, though. I love kefir. I have never had it on cereal, like Bunny seems to like. And I'm curious to try it sometime.
I mean, I think it makes sense, though.
Yeah, it would work. But I'm also, like, I'm not a huge cereal person, and when I am, it's the guilty pleasure of, like, I'm buying a box of Fruity Pebbles and eating the whole thing and being sick for a day.
I'm also more of a dry cereal person.
It depends on the cereal for me. Well, if I'm doing, like, cereal as actual cereal, I'm weirdly kind of a purist. My go-tos are, like, Corn Flakes and Cheerios and Rice Krispies. But something about Fruity Pebbles, like once in a while, I have to acquire a box.
Which one?
And they will either get turned into you're on North. There should be that tree, like lone tree, dive right there.
Okay.
Once in a while, I have to acquire a box of Fruity Pebbles, and you will either get turned into the most sinful crispy treats you've ever had, or I will buy a gallon of milk and eat the entire box of cereal in one day and just die.
My favorite cereal is just like Honey Bunches of Oats. It's very simple.
That one's pretty good.
They had a Cheerio variant that was very good, and they stopped making it, and then they made a different variant.
I remember those.
Not as good.
Yeah, I remember those well, actually.
Yeah, that's my problem. If I like something, it will be discontinued. If no one, if it's just niche enough, the second I like it, like the next week, it's gone forever.
Hashtag bring back Frankenberry.
Well, that
tiny. I do a combination. Just not for the Fruity Pebble variant, because I'm not sure how caramel would work with that, and I don't want to know. Part of my brain screams negative on that whole flavor combination.
Okay, where am I going here?
Should be the main part of town. Just look for the shop. It's in one of the buildings. Should be on the upper level, not down below the bridge.
Upper level, one of the buildings. I'll just start entering buildings at random.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
Oh, this looks shop-esque.
Kind of does.
I won't close up shop.
Accessories.
I should sell first.
Probably.
Okay. I don't even remember what some of these do, but the fact that I know the black snake is
The black snake is new, so the cobra can
but
be
I think
sold.
everything else can be sold.
I think so. Don't sell the ammo. You're not going to get enough to warrant it anyway.
Something like that. Let's see. Oh, that's just.
Tiny, I generally just do regular marshmallows, but I like that idea. I might have to try that next time I go that route of sin.
Ether Veiler is worth $5 grand.
I don't remember what that. I don't remember. 1 second.
I believe we've evolved past penguin coats, even though several of us are wearing them. Definitely past that. Don't like marshmallow. I'm not a big
Ether Veiler you can sell. It just increases ether defense.
Okay. Night mail is worth more than penguin coats, but we have people wearing penguin coats and no one wearing the night mail.
Mostly because the people that are still wearing penguin coats haven't been in party to get replaced yet. The night mail is better.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna sell the penguin coats then.
Yeah, we can always buy more if we need them.
Sleep guard. Whatever. I'll go
Yeah,
to sleep.
pawn it.
Let's see. Poison guard. I don't like specific guard stuff. I'm just like I'll deal with it. Okay. Do I have any items that are good for selling? I got a radish. It's worth 5.
Goes good with fish, though.
I got a gold nugget. That's probably good for selling.
Yeah.
A couple of fangs.
Yeah, may as well.
A couple of eyeballs. Look, that way I'll be able to buy at least one of... Nope. Still not. I'm still short.
Huh.
I thought you said it was 3,400. It was 3,800.
No, it's 38.
It's fine.
Well, we're not too
I could
far away from a decent place to farm out a little bit of money. If
Look,
you
all
need
I
it.
gotta do is sell that one strength drive. Ooh, the HP drive. Hey, honestly, the group heal is worth 5,000. Who needs a group heal?
That you actually can pawn.
There
It's
we
useful,
go.
but
Look, I want to make sure that I can walk away with one. One is all I need because I'm only ever going to have one caster on my team at a time. Ever.
okay.
As long as I can help it.
Said with the knowledge of knowing what's coming at the end of the game.
That's why I added my addendum.
Honestly, though, like one's generally enough. But it is strong.
Does that stack with the double heal thing that Billy has?
No. Ether Double is purely for offense, I believe.
Oh, the penguin coat is better than the night mail, and the night mail just
It
sells
is?
for more. Yeah, I knew
That's
I
so
wasn't
weird.
crazy.
I mean, you're crazy, but that's not why.
Well, okay, that's fair.
Huh. You can lurk, but it's a really bad idea. Generally, a good rule of thumb is that you want 2 defense-giving accessories and 1 for effects.
Look, The Holy Habit, the Holy Pendant, and the Ether Doubler. His heals would be amazing.
And expensive. And his heal is already like 400. You don't need it for now.
Amazingly expensive, correct. Just that stamina ring is pretty whatever. This leather hat is better than that stamina ring.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to buy new hats for a while. I wonder if it'd be worth going back to Thames and checking the armor shop there.
I'd rather just keep pushing ahead and then whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
The next armor shop I find.
Well, after Tower of Babel, some shit changes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then back. How do I get back to the ship from here?
Go back into town.
Oh, was I supposed to leave a different way?
Yeah. There should be an offshoot to the right. That should take you right to the dock. Yeah, this way.
Oh. It's a secret dock. That's why I didn't see it. It was secret. Mm-hmm. Nobody told me. Okay.
And that's the only other thing of note at this point that won't be there later is the if you go to the Avec Kislev border, you can make a fair bit of money pretty quick, but you don't really need it.
Yeah.
There's better places to get money later for the time that you will actually want to spend a little bit of time probably off screen grinding out money.
Never gonna happen.
Send me your file, I'll do it.
Nope.
Because you're gonna want the stuff. All of the trials and tribulations of dealing with Big Joe throughout the game come due. And he opens a secret gear shop that has the most insane equipment for gears.
Well, that's cool and all, but if I can't make the money while not streaming it, then I don't get that stuff. That's just how it is.
Normal play, you should get enough to... You'll be able to fully equip one gear, possibly two. And as long as you pick the right gears, it's really all you need.
Yeah, so easy peasy. Where's this beach? Where'd I...
Follow the coastline east. It's over by Dezil. Yeah, just head to the middle of that crater in the lower left.
That totally not suspicious at all crater?
Yep, and while you do that, I have a thing to read. I'll be off headphones for just a sec.
Okay. Oh, there's the beach. So now, if I kind of travel in a general this way direction, I should theoretically be able to flip across the map, right? Pudding and redacted gears. I have a feeling Bunny has favorites already.
I mean, she hasn't even met Maria yet. We've seen the name now, Bun. You can use it.
I don't know if I would call this a spoiler, but I have a feeling Rico is going to be getting one of the good stuff if given the opportunity.
Maybe. I highly recommend if you can only do one, you update Weltall.
Yeah, but that's boring.
It's necessary. And believe me, you'll enjoy the outcome.
Is it because when I gear up Weltall, it secretly is actually Rico's, and then Rico becomes the main character, and then
no,
Faye just leaves the party?
To link it into a bit of a trope, people tend to lose their minds whenever they hear someone in a movie reference the name of the movie.
Sure.
The name of this game is Xenogears. That implies that there's at least one Xenogear.
Roll credits, something or other.
AKA Robot Jesus.
Spin fist. Oh, that was a big spin fist. You still didn't die. There you go. Hey, I got another fang. Look, I'm making more money already.
All right. All right. Done with reading and sending feedback, so I'm all yours again.
Hey, look, it's the Babel Tower. You sounded like a Babel fish.
I am way too big to stick in your ear.
I cannot move the camera, so I guess we're just going to walk up to this door.
Yerp. Point of no return, baby. Let's go. Well, first point of no return, baby. Let's go.
How can you have a first point of no return? I guess it's because you don't... The second one, like, it's a gate system. Oh, did I just... Oops.
Die? Yes. Just kidding.
I expected that there would be invisible walls of whatever, but I was mistaken.
Oh, I do love the music in here. So, there are treasures scattered around. This is a lot of vertical climbing. Have fun.
So I fell down here for the treasures, is what you're telling me.
You'll fall down more than once.
How's it going? Names are all gone. Welcome to Babel Tower.
Uh-huh. AKA the Xenogears rite of passage and or frustration.
That doesn't sound promising. Ooh.
For context, there are 22 treasures in here. Have fun.
I mean, are 22 treasures all necessary? Banfrau! I unlocked Banfrau.
That's his XX. Da.
Earth of Veil Arm.
Earth Veil. I'd say the only real necessary treasures are the 4 elemental rods, but they're all for the character you don't like.
Okay.
Oh, more specifically, they're all for the character's gear that you don't like.
Oh, good night, Evers.
Not Everest.
I'd say all of the treasures were the friends we made along the way.
Oh shit! There's a veil double in here. Or no, it's a veil double, not either doubler. I think that doubles ether defense. That might be not bad to have.
Swing and a miss.
There's a couple of gold nuggets. There are a couple of ether armors. Those are worth having. Especially knowing some of the crap that's coming up. Yeah, just and grab whatever chest you can run across, really.
Light arm. Oh, light arm's good.
There is a map for this, but it's not good. It's mostly just a case of go up when you can. In the first section of the tower, there are 9 treasures.
Well, I've already gotten 2, 3.
You got what? Earth Veil and Light Armor 1?
Yes.
Okay, so you got those. You've done the second jump kind of across a gap onto a longer, like, broken bridge section.
I'm about to do that jump, I think.
Okay. When you make the jump, if you head to the left, you can pick up the ether armor that you saw as you fell.
Blink. Yeah, over there.
Yep.
More fights.
Oh, that's a fair point, buddy. Where has anyone seen Magister lately?
Not for a while.
I've got him on Discord. I'll reach out at some point.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I was like, that didn't do a lot of damage. That's because I chose the light attack, which does like no damage.
Oh my god, take these gummies away from me.
I mean, if you keep going, then eventually there will be no gummies and you'll be all set.
I think there's 3 left. I'm trying to save them for later.
Ether armor.
Okay.
Is there anything in this tunnel?
Nope. Just turn back around and just follow the broken bridge.
I hate all of these camera angles. I'm afraid
They're
I'm
not the
gonna
best.
fall again. Oh, we're good. We're good. All right. Go through this fight hole.
Whoa.
And pew.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for him, bud. But like I've been gone for a couple weeks myself, so I don't know. Magister had been coming around Bub stream a bit and Vipers. So yeah, I'll just keep an eye on them around.
Sometimes people just get busy, or they just move on and they got other stuff going on. That's why I never
Busy?
questioned
What?
it.
we don't know busy around here.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, do I have to do a swing?
Yup.
Will it grab automatically?
I mean, it don't mean no thing if it ain't got that swing. And yes.
Oh, boy. Huh? What? It just immediately was just like, here's what to do. Oh, you're okay. Thanks, game. Appreciate it.
You were still holding run, weren't you?
Yes, because I'm a rational human being.
Hubris.
All right, maybe I've gone too far. I'm not a rational human being, but
Yeah, like
I feel like that's what people would do in that situation. Oh, okay. Okay. Up directional button, stop rope. Left, right, a swing. And then... Do I have to keep this menu up the whole time?
it goes away once you're off the rope, yeah.
How much swing do I need on this thing? Do up, do up, do up, do up.
Yes, do up.
Okay.
I don't remember if you can overshoot it. You just made that. Well played. All right, should be a chest at the top of this ramp before you hit the second part of the claw. I thought. Map? You're saying? Oh, no, it's after this part. Okay.
It's
Just
okay.
shot that man in the forehead.
They deserved it.
That's rude.
But was it incorrect?
What is it?
And pew.
Shut up, phone.
All right.
Up the creepy finger. Because it's clearly a claw. The claw.
Up you. No!
I forgot about that part.
I'm sure you did. Why is this game like this? Hi, King Talthia.
Hey, Talthia. Oh, I forgot all about that part.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yes, Phoenix, I'm here. No, it's just Lee and I. I'm sorry to hear that, Names. When that dries, it's going to itch. I don't think James is lurking. Nope, just us.
Time to keep swinging again.
Ah, fair enough. Carry on then. Yeah, the annoying part about the finger that literally gives you the finger.
Yeah.
There's no, like, you just have to jump at the right time. And you're aiming for the ledge, not the top. Wait, can you make the top from? Oh God, I think you can make the top from there.
I think I have to get that treasure chest, do I not?
That is one of the rods for Vierg.
Ah, excellent. Skippable.
Which one is that? That is the Thunder Rod.
That's more nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Appears to be some kind of relay station. And am I gonna have to do something with this rope here again?
Hey, look, a rope to shimmy across.
What's it want me to do is the main question, because like that's how they get me most of the time.
That leap of faith, baby. All right, there's a save point in here.
Oh, the best save point in the land.
Exit to north, or somewhere north, is a treasure. That's a gold nugget. Then to the west, there's a room with 4 chests and the entrance to the next floor.
King Talthia, I think for the 16 months.
Invincible!
Am I just going down here?
Unsure?
I don't think you are unsure.
Let me see if there's anything about it.
Ah, the game is just like, here we go. Some kind of relay station in the upper atmosphere. Can we control it from this room?
Oh, exit the gears and enter the small door.
Yeah, it pretty much just forced me to do so.
Gotcha.
It was nice enough not to make me jump off of that ledge.
Probably for the best. Hey, look, a chest.
Gold nugget.
Nice nugget. Check the console.
Alright, I frowned at it.
Presumably that did something? Oh, the large computer has no effect even though it can be switched on.
Great. So what do I need to do in there?
You're looking for small computer with a blinking red light. Oh, the upper one.
Click, 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 click. Do I gotta be up here to click, click, click?
Probably. I don't know.
What do you want from me? Okay, I did jump all funny about it.
This room appears to be sideways.
How's it going, little girl? How you doing? Isn't it weird how the door's up in the air? Oh, I noticed. I had a feeling everything is all cattywampus around these parts.
Oh, you done did it now?
It's almost like this place is sideways.
What? There's no way the Babel Tower used to be a subway system. That's just crazy talk.
Eat fresh.
Neither of those things is true. Consume questionable.
Alright, so now that the train is here, now what do I do? There's no other way out of that room.
Excellent question. Just says say before entering. What are we entering? Oh, can you make that jump up to the other ridge up there?
No, it didn't let me.
Can you go? No, I didn't think you would be able to. Yeah, just back in the gears.
I tried to go back into the gears and it was not allowing it. Click, 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 click. Clickety, click, click. I'm doing a fight and I'm not in my gear. R2 and L2.
You can summon gears in the fight too.
Is there a specific?
Yeah. Call gear.
Ow.
Thank you for not attacking the squishy human.
I mean, the gear felt pretty squishy with that amount of damage.
What a dick.
Swinging a hit. Would you stop? Swinging a miss.
Rico gonna Rico.
Just one hit and it's dead.
Technically two. Billy hit him.
Just one hit and it's dead. Well, we're in the gears now.
Yep, save up, and then I don't know if this is a jump of faith or if you can get onto the upper ledge over there. One of those two. I'd try for the upper ledge first.
Well, it's not going to be a jump of faith because I have no faith, but that's why the save point's here.
Mm-hmm.
A jump of potentially reloading.
Oh.
Of course. What else would happen? A jump of suspicion and doubt. Why are all these things casters these days? Earth attack on everyone. Oh, they weren't kidding. It's on everyone. Indiscriminate.
Including himself.
Well, good job.
Clearly, he was the brains of the operation.
You did it?
Has sailed successfully, I guess.
Okay. And then we gotta kind of jump up this way. Oh, look at all this treasure.
Yeah, there's a bunch in this room.
Ether arm or arm
That's good.
more. Oh, no, let me get the other treasure. Don't you cutscene me. So I can get the upper room through here. I'll need to cut out the gears and cross via the handrails. Now beam jammer. Via the handrails. And we gotta climb these ladders, or can I jump up here?
Climb the ladders.
Alright, how do we exit?
Be L2 R2.
Help if I was at the ladder. Is that a ladder?
Outside of it, I think.
Oh, the other side of it?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Bap, 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 bap. Huh! More treasure. Oh, another old circuit. And another gold nugget.
Sweet, sweet nugs.
Scott talking about pudding.
Hey, Scott. Hey, look, blinking red light.
Really all about those blinking red lights, huh? What? It's like the driver's seat's next to it. Oh, man. You're gonna drive away? Oh, okay. What about this one? Here? Hey, it started. Alright, let's go.
And part 1 of Babel Tower, almost done.
Very dramatic. You've almost did the first part of it. Subway built very well that it still works sideways.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like this wall or track is structurally sound.
No, it's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
So much. just so much. Where are we gonna climb to?
Up. Duh.
I'm glad you've thought of these questions after starting it in motion.
Yeah, after pushing the button.
Yeah.
God, I used to play Left 4 Dead with people like that. Hey, a button. What's it do? Boop. Ah!
Going out of the water, on the outer wall. The slow zoom of destiny.
You dick!
This seems fine. Shot from where? Ah, crap. The track's gone. We're going outside.
This doesn't look like a boss fight arena at all.
Oh, of course not.
It doesn't look like a boss.
Hello, friend. Grab a ship.
Damn it, Kimmy. Who's up for round like 5?
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't these guys like have they
They're
figured it out yet?
They're the Team Rocket.
It's a very fancy formation.
Yep. It was before, just watch from your stance.
Oh, what's that gear? I've been waiting, Faye. Last time at sea, I was rendered unconscious by a surprise traitor. That won't happen this time. I won't let you get up. I didn't know we were here. Our backs to the wall, we can't run. I guess we have to fight. Here we go!
Here we go!
A-yahoo!
So yeah, this is pretty much the same as before. Just watch from your stance, and Miang is still fucking annoying.
Let's see. What did you have? You just have heals, but that's just... it's not actually heals in this.
Yeah, it just restores defense.
So... is there one I think I should... Oh, I
Miang's untargetable,
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
as always. Yeah, just build up death blows and rip him apart whenever he's not in mirror stance. He doesn't do much more damage than the last time you fought him.
Enough to maybe go yin power?
You can try it.
The sound of confidence.
I don't remember how much that lowers defense.
Let's find out. Enrico's just like, what's an ether machine?
Rico smash. Oh, he did too.
The tone of surprise. So, ow. It's like, he can take it, but ow.
Punch him.
I refuse. I'm gonna kick him, and then I'm gonna punch him.
Punch him. You bitch.
That's not very nice. Spin fist! Well, that did a lot less damage. Oops. I meant to save it, but I guess we're going in. Whoo! It was very fancy looking for not that much damage.
No. I don't know if Faye has a level 3 yet.
Okay.
So you may want to just bust out his level 2 and hope it's enough. But in true fashion, Wyvern doesn't have a whole lot of health because Miang just keeps chunk healing him.
Whew.
Yeah, done.
Huh. All right.
Cool.
What a boss fight. Everyone's like, I leveled up from this very harrowing experience. It's not over, not yet. Not until we fight 36 more times. Commander, you need to leave. Let's go, Big.
We're just gonna gloss over Miang's choice of words there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't retreat now. It's impossible with your wounds. Bridge.
Later, Max.
Take it easy. Bridge, secure the retreat. Main gun, elevation 0.8. Support fire 30. Fire.
We're walking here.
That's rude.
Just accidentally shoot me ang while you're at it. Oh, wait a minute.
From above? Oh, it couldn't be. Bridge! Dimensional vibrations, level 8. Huge formation is coming this way.
Someone got cocky and encroached on someone else's airspace. Someone from Solaris picked a fight they can't win.
Take that.
Now get the fuck out of here. Take your idiot of a commander with you.
Change heading 180 degrees now. All ships full speed. Retreat from this position. Run away. Okay, bye.
You better run or the fishbowl's gonna kick your ass.
What was that? It felt like an air attack. I'll go see.
What gave it away? The giant bolt of lightning from the sky?
It couldn't have been that. It's probably something else.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna save it. Just seems like the
You
thing
know?
to do.
Good plan.
Ta-da! And I guess I'll go in here.
Yes. Oh, Bunny. He'll be getting the ice rod.
Do I gotta?
Well, it's in a chest. It's in one of two chests, and you want what's in the other one. I'm not telling you which is which.
But it's like, yes, you do gotta.
You do have a repair bot coming up before too much longer, which is good.
It's good because this guy sucks. Oh god, he sucks so
You
much.
do have a couple ether R's now. It may be worth it to throw those around.
Yeah, maybe.
At least until you, at least for now. Because these guys are just dicks.
Got him. I was just like, I'm gonna combo you into oblivion. No, I hit you for 3 damage. You're dead. But yeah, the ether arm sounds like it might be a great idea these days. Because, God.
Yes.
Why do you
ditch
have
the
insulated arm?
Yeah, ditch that in favor of an ether R.
Lots of ether defense. Also, you still got like an extra arm plus 3. Like, what are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing with
It
your
needs
life?
to go away.
Let's see. Something like that.
Yeah, and like it's Stein's got enough hit points to take it for now. I think there's another one coming up. Negative. I take that back. All right. After you turn here, there will be a offshoot to the left. Go ahead and take it.
The camera. Well, I guess I want to hop down there.
Yes.
Received ground. There's
And there
just
should
it's
be.
just a rock.
Stay down there. I believe there's a human.
I got shoved back down.
I think there's a human-sized door down there. Yeah, there's a small control room in the lower area. It has a couple chests in it, as well as something you need to interact with.
God, this guy sucks.
There is Lurk. I don't remember which stat it is offhand.
Okay.
But they also these drones have very high responsiveness, which is gear dodge.
Which just makes them annoying.
Yep.
Okay.
So there should be a door down here somewhere you can enter on foot.
I guess that's door-like. Do I have to jump across that? Does it matter? Oh, well, I did. And I got an O2 cylinder.
There's 3 chests in here and then a interactee thingy.
This place is awfully sideways.
A little bit.
I got an E circuit.
E.
And a nug.
Nugget. Hey, look, a red button.
Yeah, I'm trying to press it. Red button don't want me press. I want to press red button. I don't think I can press red button.
It may not be that particular computer, but so there's a computer in here you can interact with.
Oh. Lock clear. Done.
Okay, and we're out.
Alright. I wonder who put all these chests there. It's true, because they're oriented the correct way, even though nothing else is. Oh, and it automatically put me back in my suits. How convenient.
No.
You again. Ah. Good fight.
Nice. Nice. All right.
All right.
Yeah, let's continue on. There'll be a drop down here in a sec. Take it. Don't worry about the jump. Behind you, I think, are chests.
Yes.
Yep, there you go.
A veil doubler. And a wind veil arm.
And continue on. No.
Always with the fights.
Why are they all the same?
Oh, except this time he got to go first and hurt.
Everybody gets one.
Another light arm. Okay. Just traveling up.
Yep, should be heading south and jump up. Be a couple chests there, and then an exit to the next area.
Would you
Which
stop
you'll be
shooting Billy?
You'll be pleased to know that shortly after you transition to the next area, there's a repair bot right there.
Well, good, because Billy's gonna die.
A little bit beat up. Like, you might want to heal Billy. Yep.
Look, Billy's fine. Well, there's Jesse Cannon.
Yep, it's here now.
Like, if this guy gets me mad enough, I'm gonna shoot my father at him. Okay. Keep going forward.
Yeah, heading south.
Okay. Oh, it locked my camera.
Yeah, 2 chests in here on the west wall. Or there'll be a long west wall.
Yeah, there's one like right here. Ooh, I feel like there's gonna. I don't want to fall here.
Probably not.
Oh,
There you
there's
go.
the ice
There you go,
rod.
Bunny.
I got it because I was tricked. I was forced.
I was just wanting to tell you which one was which.
There we go. It's like I just gotta hit you once, and you go away.
Yep.
Okay.
Now you can run away from battles in here, whereas like in the first part of the tower you weren't allowed to. So if they get too annoying, just run. All right, welcome to Area 2.
This place looks fancy.
Pairabot should be right there.
Right there.
Hey, Frank.
Self-repairing robot. This is Crackle. Refuel or resupply.
Oh.
You got anything fancy? No. No. All right then. So the resupply is fuel. Fuel and just fuel.
Just here to repair and fuel.
Okay.
All right. East of here, there will be a treasure chest. Looks like it's probably on this same level.
Well, east is north. Oh, I see it.
Sorry, I'm going off of the orientation of the map, not compass. I'll readjust. But yeah, this way. This is mostly a like a back and forth zigzag until you get up to let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get up to the 5th layer.
How did that street sign dodge me? I have so many questions. You won't dodge me this time.
Hey, ether armor.
All according to plan? A stone rod.
Hey.
I didn't want it.
Less yay.
Should I go up or should I stay
Yeah.
down?
South and up.
Because yeah, I can hop up this way.
Yeah, like we're still climbing, but it'll be a lot of back and forth here. And timing-wise, we should get to the next save point. Just about time to call it.
Excellent.
Yeah, before fighting the boss of the tower.
Mr. Babel himself.
Nope.
Just someone who likes to dabble and babble.
It's the giant gear.
It's okay, Bunny. I'm not going to use any of the rods because of the character that they're on, but we can all acknowledge that the ice one is the best one.
I mean, you should play around with her at some point just to kind of see what you can do.
Well, yeah, gaslight me. I know what she could do.
No, like when she's what she can do when she's not talking. Because her gear is actually quite impressive.
Yeah, I just need somebody else to pilot it.
Well, Rico's too big. Okay, other treasures in here are there's ammo on the next level, next layer.
Is it improved ammo?
GM10S.
No
Go on, sure.
idea. Also,
Should be that dude. Jump on it?
I did jump on it, and the game was just like, hey, wait a minute.
Forced fights, woo! Oh, these guys are chumps.
I like how on the map it was enormous, and then now that we're fighting it, it's just these little bitty guys that we've been fighting for a while now.
They were in the pool.
Ah, that all makes sense now.
Chump.
Get wrecked. Oh, so many levels.
Oh yeah, the XP in here is nuts. Hey, look.
Was this the intended strat?
Yes.
Huh. I thought I was jumping on it to be funny.
Also, yes. Yeah, so those guys are forced fights. Once you actually defeat them, they act as elevators.
All right, then. All according to plan.
Mm-hmm.
More traffic cones. Their no entry beam has thus far not worked at all.
More of a suggestion.
But they can indeed dodge bullets.
I mean, look, we are men of the bee. We don't heed their warnings. Yar.
Yar.
You really are dumb.
Wow, he survived that.
He can't have much left.
Triangle attack.
Did you just headbutt him with bullets?
Yes.
Rico, calm down.
Hey, another ether arm. That does make for another one to equip.
Rico's the one missing one?
Actually, it's him.
Oh. Yeah, so with the light.
With the light.
Yeah, it's only 15 versus the 20.
Oh, so it is. Although it also had.
Yeah, the light armor is actually pretty good. I would probably swap the AR4s with light Rs +1s if you have enough for multiple people.
We do, as it turns out.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, I'd throw that all the way across. Because honestly, losing 5 defense or 5 response and more agility, super worth it. Wait, why did Billy get agility off his? Yeah, whatever.
Because it's Billy.
Cheater. All right, big old jump time.
Okay, let's not mess this one up then. Do I?
Frazier.
Hit. Oh. Intense ammo.
Bless you.
Let's see, wasn't that one?
It's for the GM, the other gun. Is that an upgraded gun for him?
No, this is just
No,
rank
it's
A, and
not.
that's rank AA.
Yeah, so you're. I don't know why they'd have that ammo here then.
All right then, great.
I guess I could just in case.
Well, time to go. Wee. All right. How?
I'm sorry.
This game annoys me to no end.
Everyone has to go through that at least once in here. It's a rite of passage. Oh, okay, I'm better, I promise. Oh. Oh, I think I'm tearing up. Oh, God.
I feel like this game just padded out its runtime by just being a jerk on purpose.
Oh, no, the Babel Tower exists just to crush people's confidence in this game. The fights are annoying. The physics are dumb.
And yet you have me playing it on purpose.
Yep. It's just one area. You're fine. Hey, there we go. Like, honestly, the biggest enemy in most of Babel Tower is the camera.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Could have been playing Avalon Code. I'm not familiar with Avalon Code.
Same. I also love that Kirsty came out of Lurk just to laugh at that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's my girl. All right, treasure chests. I think behind that wall.
No, there's a fight behind that wall, actually. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
All right, well, while you play with this guy, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. There should be a treasure chest hiding behind that wall. Here be.
All right. Swing and a hit. Gold bullion. Right, one down. Let's go ahead and put the sparkles. Two down. Now I gotta make another elevator jump and hopefully that I don't miss.
All right, chest acquired.
Yes.
Cool.
Made sure to line up very carefully for that particular jump for no particular reason.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, my first missed jump on one of these guys in here was on the 4th layer, and I proceeded to miss this jump 3 times after it.
Give me time. I have not yet begun to fail. Okay. so I don't know how much further up this goes, so I don't know what to even expect.
Um,
Oh, well, a cutscene. Oh, wait, it wasn't even a cutscene. It was like a fake transition.
I think you're done with the weird elevator bots now. Be a treasure roughly in the middle of this. Again, probably behind the wall. Hey, let's see if that guy commits Sudoku again.
Oh, this guy will never have the chance. Bonk. Oh, hit him with the 777s. Jackpot.
Speaking of 777s, I actually orchestrated once in FF7 to get lucky sevens from the battle arena and went directly to Emerald. Not enough to kill him. Not even close.
You just need to do it better.
No, it stopped hitting him after like 74 or 75 hits. Like, it did a lot of damage, but I was in no way ready to face Emerald yet. I'm just like, hey, I happen to have lucky sevens. Let's go check it out. Yeah, not enough.
I thought Lucky Sevens was enough to kill any boss.
Not Emerald. Might have been enough for Ruby.
It's definitely enough for Ruby, because I've seen that done. It's incredibly difficult, but you can set it so your max HP is 7777 through chicanery.
Yeah.
And
Various sources and the right material, equipment and whatnot.
And then you just laugh your way to the bank. I haven't attempted to play FF7 since stream accidentally got me to delete my save game, so maybe I should go back one day.
Oh, I was certainly co-chair for that one. I played the shit out of that back in the day.
Who did that? My poor memory, mostly. But then also, I'm gonna blame Viper because.
Hey, look, a chest.
Flare Rod. Yet another thing. Okay, now I gotta figure out where it wants me to go.
I think that's an elevator pad right there. Back up on the top of the thing.
Oh, there's an elevator pad down right there.
Oh, yeah, that one. Sorry. Yeah, so this is the first one I missed.
Okay.
Rocky?
Well, it's not luck, it's hyper focus on making sure that I don't miss because the game is not nice.
Rocky? I think the next game I'm going to campaign for you to play, though, off of my list, is probably Legend of the Gaia.
I'm trying to think of other games that I would want to play on stream. I feel like there's a lot of games that are just... I feel like they just take too long. Like all the various Personas and... like even most of the Final
Personas are
Bosses.
long as hell, yeah.
Avalon Code, says Buddy. But I can't do them too often because they're not good view spinners. So always less people around to watch these and other things. It's like, I get it.
I actually expected like this and Legend of Dragoon to have bigger followings because they have huge cult followings.
Yeah, but not live viewings. Is that a jump makeable?
I don't know.
Because I don't see where else to go other than trying to get over there.
I think
That's a
I
real-
think that's where you're supposed to try.
I think that's a real gnarly jump.
Oh, there's a dude there. Now we know.
Why
Look,
is this game like this?
my map is trash for this place.
Yeah, it doesn't let me escape. I thought you said I could escape these.
Go over one. Other way.
Yep.
Escape. Oh, okay. Weird, because the guide specifically says after you beat Laverne, you can escape these fights.
I think your guide's a liar. Now I'm gonna get trafficked. I didn't want to swing at that one. I wanted to swing at the other one. It gets up just to fall down.
How very Black Knight of him.
Now I gotta go back to the elevator, go up, try to land back on this elevator. Line myself up for when this elevator comes down. Now that it's in motion, theoretically it's even harder to hit correctly.
Yeah, you're fine.
Look, I just fully expect myself to miss every jump now.
Oh.
Almost didn't give that enough beans.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can see the thing down there now. So is it from here? No, it's definitely
from the
further
top.
back.
Yeah, definitely from the top.
Okay, and then line it up.
Woo! Good catch.
Bonk. Spin fist.
Hey, Zan.
How's it going, Cyan? This is indeed the tail end of the stream. Oh, something Spirit learned. I was clicking through. The next save that I find will be the save.
Yeah, but we're not too far away from it now.
Just don't miss any jumps. Don't miss that guy. Oh, I got another light arm. Oh, looks like we can climb up. Yes! Dear God, climb! Did you just shoot down a plane? Yes, it deserved it. There
There
it
you go.
is. Sweet freedom. Don't fall now. I don't know if it's possible to fall, but I would not.
Yeah, I don't
put it
know if you
past this
can
game.
here.
I would not put it past this game. I understand the game even less now. Same. Okay.
But now that you've saved, see if you can walk off the edge.
I cannot.
Aww.
I'm sorry that the game showed one iota of mercy.
It's Babel Tower. I actually expected to let you. Like I said, this tower exists just to punish the overconfident.
It punishes everybody else too. Trust me, I've never been accused of being overconfident. But in any case, there you go. Xenogears is back, and it will be back again on Friday.
Yep.
And
Opening things off with a boss fight. A fun one.
exciting. If it's anything like the rest of this freaking tower.
It's honestly not that bad.
All right. So I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I'll be streaming again in the morning. Probably Wild Frost, because that seems like a thing to do. But beyond that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Later.